are you a BDM member?
Yep. If you're not, you can sign up at tomandan.com. It's very easy to do.
Yeah.
There's a love meter. You could pick your price, your monthly price. And once you're a BDM member, you could grant access to our BDM only Facebook page.
Yeah.
So if you want to interact in there, it's a curated community of our listeners.
Kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like a private Craigslist if you think about it. It's like these people are like buddies and friends, and they're friends of ours. And
networking.
Yeah.
I know a ton of BDMs. They always put posts up if their kid is like, please vote for my kid. Like it's a way to win a lot of kid drawing contests.
That's not a bad idea. We should start advertising this. Like, hey, if you got kids and you want your kids to win all these stupid contests at school, become a BDM. Get in the group.
I vote for them.
Oh, I do too. Like whether your daughter's a snowboarder, I remember that one. And then like a photo contest, a painting contest.
We also do BDM appreciation every April. We're in the midst of planning it again this year. It's a $5 BDM T-shirt that the Danger Brain design. And then with that, in the package comes a lot of free stuff that our sponsors put in there as well. We do a party at the end of the week. We're planning that. You'll get an invite to the party, you and a guest.
More than anything, you guys are really just on the forefront. Like when we try to change things, which, like remember the old ACT rebrand? We talked to BDMs first. Maybe we're not going to do that now because we're talking to the BDMs. Like you guys are kind of part of the living community of this show. And really, the BDMs have never been more important than they ever have been because the human experience has never been more important than it's ever been. So, I kind of feel like I love being in the community and talking to those people, and I think you will too if you're not currently a BDM.
100%. And me and Daniel don't have any technical bosses, but we look at BDMs like they are our bosses.
Like, what do you want?
Like we are here to serve you. You are the lifeblood of Tom and Dan and T&D Media, and we've been doing this independent for
16 years.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when did 2012, 13 is when we stopped working for corporate.
But we started the show in
13 years. 09 is when we started the podcast, but it's been 12, 13 years we've been doing this on our own, and it's really because of the BDMs.
And we're very lucky, and we enjoy it. Like, we enjoy being with you guys. So, if you're not a BDM and you're listening to this and you enjoy these, ACT Best Of segments, you can sign up and give it a shot and try it. And hopefully we'll see you in an event. Like my Kroger man. He's a BDM. He's never been, or it's been a while. And I'm not airing out his business, but, he's like, I haven't been to an event in a while. I'm like, dude, come on. Let's go. Let's hang out.
And if you are a BDM and you see us out in public, we will do whatever you want. Because if you're like, hey,
what are you signing me up for? Next thing you know,
well, within reason.
Dad, I have a costume in my trunk. Walk to my car.
No, that's too far.
I want to dress you like a little clown and have my son.
That's too far.
Hit you in the cock with a bat.
Yeah. Well, what is $10.95 maybe?
Yeah, I would let him
$1.95.
Man. How big's your son?
Yeah. All right. TomandDan.com. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. Come on over and hang out in the chat room. I would love to see you. Come on over at Tom and Dan Live on all social media. Like, subscribe. You can find out, where we're going to be, what's going on. You can, become a BDM at TomandDan.com. Get extra shows. Always something going on in the Tom and Dan world.
From the Orlando Talk Show, comedian and host Ross McCoy is here. How you doing, Ross?
Go check out that latest The Orlando Talk Show. Huge controversy in Best Tots in Town. Huge controversy.
All right. I got a new question I've been asking myself is who has the best crinkle fries in town? And right now it's pretty close between Big Dave's Cheesesteaks and Chicken Fire.
All right.
Very tight. Tell me.
If you have a crinkle fry candidate, email show@tomanddan.com.
Yeah, I'm into it because my daughter loves crinkle fries, and we have determined that is our favorite fries. I'm not saying it's the best fry. That's not what I'm saying. It's our favorite fry. We're crinkle fry family. And Chicken Fire, it's very hard to beat Chicken Fire's crinkle fries because they're seasoned correctly.
Real quick, we have a Seattle, New England Super Bowl coming up. More mad about the New England and the Super Bowl again. What the hell?
What the hell?
I don't watch football, but I walked by a TV in a casino the other day, and they were playing the Seahawks game, and they did that thing where they have a Seahawk on the sideline. Yeah. So they were going to commercial, and the cameraman really zoomed in on the Seahawk. And the Seahawk had giant eye boogers. It's like, wipe your Seahawk off, Seattle.
You know what? Okay, let's talk about that. Seattle, if you're going to show off your bird, at least clean its eyeballs
your
out.
Bird, guys.
I do that with my dog.
Absolutely.
If you guys are coming over, I have a pee-pee dog. And what do pee-pee dogs get? They get little black booger eyes. So everyone knows that before company comes over, you go to your dog, you hold his snooty, and you take the corner of your nail and you pick his boogers out of his eyes. Probably hurting him, you know?
The only storyline that really is interesting, I guess, is Mike Vrabel could become the first coach or the player coach to have won a Super Bowl as a player and then coached a team and won a Super Bowl as a coach.
That's and now cool. Tell us the interesting storyline.
That's it.
I knew you were going to say that.
We're all tired of New England in the Super Bowl, and this was the opportunity since the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs. Yeah. I thought it was going to be an interesting combination of teams.
So give me what you would have liked. What's an interesting combination to you?
Well, like I said, back in having Chicago make it, Jacksonville
would have been good story.
Yeah, if you start at the beginning of the playoffs.
Even Tampa,
the Bills make it, that would have been,
If the Pittsburgh Pirates would have made it, what a story that would have been.
Anyway,
wild. These guys didn't even know how to play football. They learned it. They're all from Venezuela.
And then we talked about it on Friday, but Alex Honnold made his skyscraper climb and got up there. And
you know what's funny is that every headline I saw it, I think this is unfair.
Yeah.
And I really believe this is unfair. This is coming from a guy who makes fun of everything. That everybody afterwards is like, yeah, of course he did it. And I'm like, well, hold on a second. That's not what you were saying last time. Last time you were like, oh, wow, will he make it? And then you can't have it both ways. You can't report, will he make it? And then once he makes it, go like, we knew the whole time.
I said on Friday, of course he's going to make it. And then guess what? He made it.
Yeah, so I'm reporting to your guns.
He did it. We knew he would.
Yeah.
Did you go to your off-site gambling site and put some money on it? Or no?
They didn't have it. Believe me, I would have bet everything that he would have made it because the guy is insanely good climber and knew right off the bat that he could do it easily. And it looked like he did it easily, and even to the point where at the very top there are these big, round, they look like coils, but they're like part of the architecture of the building. But they look like just giant coils that were 3 foot in diameter.
They call them guard coils.
And he did this move where he held on to the coils with his legs, and then he leaned back with no arms to get the powder.
Oh, you need to do that.
Get some blood back in your fingers.
This is so easy to just show. Like, hey, this is the equivalent of a 360 dunk during the middle of an NBA game. It's like this is easy.
Let me say something. I don't want people to judge who I am based on what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. There's a part of me, though, that wishes if he is going to showboat and hold on to the coils with his legs and then reach behind him and get his powder, that's when he should fall.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That is the one.
Pride cometh before a fall.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we were all going to watch it, there's him falling. Let's say it were a possibility. I don't think it really was a possibility. No. He's too good. Yeah. But let's say if it were, the only way I would accept it as a viewer is when he's showboating and then he falls and I'm like, that's what you get. Now, I want a good, that's what you get.
Now, I'm sure most people saw the social media clips and didn't want, I turned it on and then you watched it for a couple minutes and then I'm like, okay, I'll come back once he's higher up. You know what I'm saying? It was on and off. I was like, okay.
A lot of people said they couldn't watch it because the viewing of it made them feel sick to their stomach.
Yes, I felt a little bit of that where.
You have that, though. You watched those kids on that rock one time and you were frozen in fear.
Well, even the social media videos of those people that climb buildings and then just hang off the side.
The Russians. They're all Russian.
Yeah. And then it's like that. What's the fear of heights again?
Scaredophobia?
No.
Heightophobia?
No.
Tallophobia.
Whatever the fear of heights is.
We're going to sit here until you get it.
Do you guys know?
Put your heads down.
I don't know.
The chat room knows. But I feel that when I see someone, especially this gave it to me because it is effing crazy that he did this.
Oh, yeah.
And you see it, you slip, your hand slip, you're dead. And obvious, and he's just meticulously climbing, but the guy's trained his whole life for this. And
so is it acrophobia?
not to sound like
acrophobia.
That's what AI's telling me.
No, acrophobia is what people. That's what Kara said is acrophobia.
Really?
Everybody is saying acrophobia, including my wife, which I don't think she's.
And the fact that you think it's wrong makes.
Oh, they love that too. I love that everyone in the chat room is saying acrophobia, and you're like, I don't know about that. I don't know. You get full Beetlejuice.
It doesn't sound familiar, right?
Well, you didn't know the word, Tom. So
everybody just calls it fear of heights, right? I've heard claustrophobia.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Well, the only phobias you knew were claustrophobia and agoraphobia, and those are wrong.
Yeah, and arachnophobia.
Yeah, arachnophobia.
Famous movie.
I know. So
what would make this better for you? Do you want like a big monkey on there throwing barrels at him? Like would that spice it up?
No, you know what?
I mean, they filmed it beautifully. I will say, like they had the angles where you're watching.
That's what people say when things are boring. It's filmed beautifully.
Yeah, when a movie's terrible, Chris Crespo talks about how great it's filmed.
And he did that move where
You're not wrong.
He stood on the very top, and then they do that panning shot around where he's like, yeah.
He does the panoramic shot that everybody does at a charity event when they have one of those 360 cameras and you're standing there with your wife, and he goes around you, and you're like, oh, I'll use this. Never.
And by the way, you climb up, you climb down. You do not get to take the elevator down, sir. You climb down.
Yeah, that's what Tracy was asking on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live, if you want to jump in the chat room. Tracy was asking, like, how did he get down? Which, sorry, Tracy, but I feel like that's a really stupid question. There are doors up there. He just walks over to the side. He jumps in a door. He goes, gets a soda. He's drinking a Sprite. And he walks down the stairs.
I think he had to climb down from the antenna on the top because all those tall buildings have like this weird antenna structure that's like part like architecture, part antenna for lightning, or so like a tower on the top.
Right.
So there's like that is super skinny, but I think you scaled on that and you just get in an elevator or whatever. Anyway,
did you guys hear what he was listening to? That was one of the big questions. Like, what were you listening to on the way up?
No.
He said 100% of the time while he was climbing, he was listening to Tool.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I bet Maynard loves that. Boy, that's going to help that guy's ego. If we didn't hear it from Maynard before, we're going to now, only smart autistic climbing people listen to Tool. Great. The most pretentious band in the world is going to get a little more pretentious. Awesome.
So, Daniel, you went to a Magic game this weekend. How was it?
It was amazing. We did a thing that I don't think this will ever dry up because there just seems to be an endless supply of people that have season tickets that are extremely expensive season tickets that just don't show up for games. So the wife Andrea got a bug up her butt and said, like, hey, let's go to a Magic game. Let's do the old get rich people's tickets cheap.
Yeah.
And wait to the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
So we waited like literally 40 minutes before tip-off.
Game time, yeah.
And
Crystal does that.
We got these $1,800, $2,000 seats for like $200 a seat. We were on the corner, like lower level, like corner seats so you could see the whole court. It was like watching a video game.
Were you in the free hot dog zone?
I wish we were. No, we were right outside of it.
Okay.
We were overlooking it.
Okay.
We were also on the celebrity tunnel, which Maisie said we've been spoiled for our seats. Every celebrity that was at the game walked through this tunnel, whether it's Joey Fatone. We yelled at him. He remembered being waved, said hi. Because they come right through the tunnel. You can talk to them. You can hang over and talk to them. It's not the player tunnel. It's the celebrity tunnel.
Now, you are wearing a natural disguise compared to the last time Fatone's off.
He looked like, what the hell?
Yeah, because you have like you are like in the witness protection program now, comparative like to the Daniel 5 years ago.
The height and tattoos help.
Yes,
Because not a ton of people are my height. I'm just out of M word.
Yeah.
Straight out of M word.
You're right.
I'm just out of that level.
If you were normal size, then no one would recognize.
And anybody that was in a boy band in the 90s, and this is a fun fact that people don't know. If you were in a boy band in the 90s, you have a propensity to love little people. A lot of like Chris Kirkpatrick rolled with a little person for a long time. He's boy band adjacent, but at the time Kid Rock had a little person that would even rap with Joe C. would rap with him on stage.
In the early 2000s, I had a little person to partner.
You know how many offers I got from pop stars to go and be their little person and leave Tom in the dust? And I was like, nah, I can't do that to my boy. That's my boy.
Well, I need a little person.
Exactly. I'm your little person.
You can't take mine.
Exactly. I'm your little person.
Was that Austin Powers related? Was it a mini phenomenon?
It was in the late 90s, early 2000s, though.
Kid Rock did it.
It started to fizzle out around 03, 04. Like, it really did. I know my little people. Like, trust me, I know the folklore. We saw Joey Fatone. We saw Jacob deGrom baseball sensation was there. He's a local guy. We saw him. There are a bunch of people like meandering around, but I saw something at the game that I haven't seen in a minute this up close, and it ruined the game for somebody, and it kind of answered my question of what happens when this sort of thing happens at a sporting event. There was a lady sitting courtside who, very beautiful red-haired lady, dressed to the 1000s. She obviously had a ton of money. She had the greatest seats you could have. Courtside, foldable chairs, the puffy foldable chairs with the Magic logo on them. Yeah. She has the best seats. She perfect shoes. She had on like when ladies wear like business slacks that are like tailored, like really tight. Like she looked dressed to the 1000. A little sleeveless blouse. She had her hair like slicked back into like a little ponytail. She looked amazing. And at one point, I think it was Jace Richardson, who plays for the Magic. He was trying to protect the ball from going out of bounds on our side, and this lady was sitting presentation side, meaning when they shoot it for national television, she's on the side to be seen.
Yeah.
And this ball, when he was trying to save it, I've never seen someone this. I was very close to him. He threw this basketball as hard as he could to try and get it to, I believe, oh my God, our center. I think Mo was playing center at the time. So Mo's in there.
Mo DeWitt was on the floor?
Yeah.
He does everything.
Wow. And this ball, she's on her phone, this ball, and I'm looking, me and Maisie happened to be looking at that area at the time. This basketball goes, and it hits this woman directly in the face. It's hard. Dude, you would have...
I've seen slow motion of this happen to another lady in the NBA.
You heard it.
Yeah. And
you could hear it in a jam-packed, decibel-filled... It was so light, sounded like a watermelon. You heard
basketballs are heavy too. Like
I looked it up, and I looked it up. Then I asked AI, and I'm asking how fast was this thing. I described the play because it wasn't just a pass. It wasn't a chest pass, like a boom, like a. It's harder than that. We're talking. I'm flying out of bounds, so I'm taking my right hand. I'm cupping the ball, and then I'm like
winging it.
What do you call that game? The Miami.
Lacrosse.
In soccer, they call it like a Cheyenne.
No. Like the damn, what's the game? Like highlight. I'm highlight, like wicket whipping it back, and he did right into her face. The phone, everything exploded. She's just sitting there. Then immediately, I made the Jumbotron a lot. My new look is working because they love Dancing Grandpa. That's what I've done myself now. Yeah, because I was like pop locking and stuff. They're like, wow, that grandpa can move. Like, oh yeah. So
you need a POW hat.
All right. I mean, I'll do it.
You need to lean into
I'll straight up steal the valor. Yeah. Like I'll do it for the Magic.
What about the POW hat? Just you're not saying
prisoner of wife. Prisoner of wife. It works. It works. Prisoner of wife.
It's just you're supporting POWs.
Yeah.
No, I know the fat guy's alive. Does he still go to games? I don't know if he goes anymore.
We sat next to him last season, so yes, he does, but not this season.
But he doesn't like take his shirt off and run around anymore.
The new guy in the Magic games is Loud Gerald.
Okay.
Loud Jerry. There's a guy like Loud Jerry, I think is the new guy. And
Loud Jerry.
Yeah, he waits. He waits until the Kia Center is like
the ambient
very
noise.
Quiet.
Yeah.
And then he'll yell as louder than any human can yell crazy things, like shoot that ball, you mother effer! And he's
Why isn't there a magician? Right, it's the most obvious fan mascot that could be associated with the Magic.
What are you talking about? We're not the magicians. We're the Magic.
We're the Magic. No. We're what magicians play with, man.
No, but it's just like
magicians dabble with us.
Why isn't there a fan that has been dressing like a blue magician?
Kosha does it. He works with them, but he ain't going to dress like a blue magician. What are you trying to make him look like a fool?
Yeah, but
like the Miami Heat don't have a thermometer as their, the Heat.
I understand, but it never makes sense with Dolphin Danny had nothing to do with Dolphin. Like he wasn't in a dolphin suit. He was just a
fat tattooed guy.
Yeah, it's always just a fat
guy with a bad Dolphins tattoo.
Yeah, who has a bunch of dolphin gear. And it's like, why isn't it a dolphin? Like, why isn't he dressed like a dolphin?
I mean, I don't speak for the organization, explanation, but I feel like the answer is why mess with perfection when we have Stuff the Magic Dragon, the best mascot in not just the NBA, but I'm going to say professional sports.
He's pretty great. He's pretty great.
The best.
Yeah,
he's the absolute
he
best.
does a great job.
Yeah, but that's the mascots can have nothing to do with the team. That's fine. I'm just saying the fans.
Okay.
Like we have the fat guy, and then Loud Jerry. That's stupid. There should be a magician. Anyway,
do you guys remember?
What?
Oh, you can hear
blue wand.
My God, you can hear the congestion.
Is it a blue top hat? Like it's all instead of like blue magician.
No, he doesn't have any of that.
And then there's like, look, here's the blue magic magician fan, and then he's that's.
Let's make that a little wordier if you can.
I'm gonna do
magic magician man.
You should do it. You should dress like a magician.
I would do it. I wear my blue lederhosen that I got from Hollerbox.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll be little German magician. Yeah, das Magic. Hey, look, it's me, das Magic.
Do you guys remember when what do you guys your Whack Pack member EJ was trying to become?
We call them the R team.
Yeah,
the R team.
Halfway through that, I remember I couldn't say it on the radio. EJ was trying to become a fan mascot. Do you guys remember that?
And for what?
Magic, anything local.
Oh, yeah.
He's way out of shape to do that.
He got himself on Amazon or something. He got himself a panda suit.
I remember this.
And
he still has it.
He went to events dressed as a panda, and he called himself Pandemonium.
Yeah, he actually his original, and I'd be embarrassed of this if I were me. His original Twitter handle was at Pandemonium because he thought it was going to catch on. That's just how dumb you are.
And I think he had to go.
Dumb you are.
He had to go Panda_ammonium because somebody already had it.
Yeah. Well, it's not that great of an idea, and there's another guy doing it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so this lady gets hit.
Yeah.
And her friends immediately attending to her. They cut what I thought was amazing.
Was she on her phone?
Absolutely.
That's why.
Yeah, 100% on her phone. Had she been
happened to an old lady on her phone, and we've talked about it before, and like the ball slow motion going at her as she's looking down the clock, and then it just annihilates
her
face.
Get off your phone. You got to get off your phone.
If you're sitting courtside?
Yeah, especially if you're sitting courtside. It's so fun,
Absolutely.
man. There's so much to look at. The people watching at a Magic game is top tier. I think that's why my daughter loves it so much. It's never any downtime. It's always like there's a DJ. Now they have a DJ with a drummer. So while the game is going on, there's a guy playing drums with a DJ. It's like, how do you not have fun at that? But anyway, the lady got hit. Her friend's like tending to her. They cut the camera on her. She's like crying and freaking out about it. I felt really bad, but you could tell that she was like really hurt. We went to half. She never came back.
Really?
She did not come back. I was like, damn, he probably rang your bell, man. You could get a concussed from that, right?
Ender.
Yeah.
Moving 50 miles an hour, by the way, if anybody's asking.
And I think when you sit courtside, like it's a little more of just the ticket that is like you have to maybe there's some other agreement like, hey, you could be like a player could jump onto you. You could be hit by a ball very easily. Like it's way more dangerous than, 15 rows up for sure. Yeah. So there's got to be some different contract that maybe you have to sign, or on the back of your ticket, those tickets is like, hey, you put yourself in more danger. You have to understand this.
I've always wanted to ask Mo about this. In fact, I have a story from months ago that I flagged to ask him about a guy that went to a Braves game and got hit by a ball, and then came back later and sued the Braves. For being hit by the ball.
Well, that was happening a lot in the Major League Baseball, and their argument was this is happening so much that MLB is negligent by not putting the nets, extending the nets, which would ruin the viewer experience, but it would keep people from getting hit by foul balls and stuff. Right. And like it happens so much that now you build a case of negligence and like, hey, this has happened this many. With the getting hit by the basketball that hard in the face, I imagine is more rare than a foul balls going into, and then they travel so far.
Well, we've seen it before, right? Like most people put their hands up. Like most people are paying attention to the game. No offense to the lady. Do what you want to do. It's your money. It's your ticket. Whatever. But if I paid that money, if somebody gifted me a courtside seat, probably paying attention to the game.
Watch the game.
Yeah, we love watching the games. The only thing I will say, this is funny.
You sneak in a couple reels. You're just like, nothing.
I'm listening to a podcast
during the game
about a lady that's talking about the addictiveness of that, of how our mind loves these short form videos. But one of the things that the only complaint May had of this particular night was, and she's like her old man. We went to the bar and we got we were getting some drinks and stuff like that. And the bartender guy was like, "Hey, champ, you want a Shirley Temple?" And Maisie loves Shirley Temples. and because they have full bar or whatever there in the in the Kia Center. So she was like, yeah. And he's like, big or large or small? So we get the large because you get the commemorative cup. And it happened to be a Apollo cup, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And so she gets the cup and he's like, hey, pro tip. And this is a pro tip to everybody else out there. If you go and your kid does, an older kid, or if you want to drink soda, go and get it, if your wife wants a mixed drink, go and get it from the bar because you can get it in the commemorative cup. And then every other soda you get from there on out is free. You can get unlimited Pepsi, and then you can just get extra sodas. So he's selling her on that. He's like, hey, you can get extra Pepsi for parents will let you. And I'm like, yeah, drink all the Pepsi you want. She loves Diet Pepsi. It's like her favorite thing. So we get the cup. So we're sitting there, and we're watching the game. She's like, I want a Pepsi. I was like, go get yourself a Pepsi.
Oh, by yourself?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh, no.
Start another fight. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, go get yourself a Pepsi. It's unlimited. This is like, literally, this is your Kia Center. Go get a Pepsi.
Yeah.
So she gets her cup, and she goes up there, and, man, she's gone for, like, a really long time. And then
she's on the boat with Max.
She comes back down. We see her come back down, like, pretty fast. She's holding an empty cup. Like, what the hell happened? And she goes, that guy said that I could get as many Pepsis as I want, and all these Pepsi machines are closed because they busted a pipe in the bathroom.
Oh.
She was mad. She's like, and they lied to me. I was like, no, baby. It's just, it's all right. You got your dad's temper there. Calm down. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's just, hey, somebody had busted a doo-doo pipe. And
I'm writing a letter when I get home.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is the Pepsi pipe running through the bathroom?
I don't know. But then finally, we found her a Pepsi, and she was fine.
Okay.
But, yeah. All in all, a great, we didn't win. Magic are on a bit of a slide right now. Congratulations to the Cavaliers, who really put it on us really, really hard. And we did not look good, but it was all in all a great experience.
That's cool.
I love going to the Magic games.
Yeah. I like the you need to get season tickets, and you need to just
Andrea mentioned that.
Just get them because. Like now you are spoiled from sitting so close to courtside. Like
it's so good.
It is a different experience when you're close to the court.
You can feel the
you're like it's a way different.
There's air down there with all these huge people moving. You feel them moving around. Like it's weird. And that does make it better. And then the other things that they're adding, like technology, I actually got to see. Those, have you seen those pads that they have for people that are hearing impaired or blind? That it's the court. And they can put their hand on the court, and then it's like an iPad that looks like the Orlando Magic basketball court.
Yeah.
And you put your hands on it, and it will move a digital ball underneath your hands, and it'll vibrate one time for a miss and twice for like a dunk or a make, or it'll do different vibrations to let you know what move the player's playing.
And tied to the area on the court?
We were overlooking those. I could see a guy using that. There's a blind guy sitting there using this pad, and he's able to feel the action, like he knows where the ball is at all times because he's got his hands on the pad. It's wild. It's insane technology, and you can see
that guy actually had a better sense of where the ball was than that lady who got hit in the face.
He was paying attention at least, right? I mean, I guess the one good thing going for you when you're hearing impaired is, well, I'm here, I'm paying attention.
How funny would it be? The ball's coming at the blind guy. He reaches up, swats it away, and it hits the lady on her phone.
I just thought it was crazy because I'd never seen those before, but they're very small. They're so small, in fact, that you would almost never see the person using it.
So he was sitting
courtside.
In courtside. Okay, so I will make the argument
yes.
that you could have sat him underneath the tunnel or behind the scenes
at Gringos Locos on Washington.
And he at home. Yeah. You could put him.
I think that's what they're going to do is make it for home use. Honestly, I think that's somebody's already done that. I think where you can buy the device.
No, but you want to be there. You like you said, you can feel the players, but put him facing the wall next in the tunnel. I'm just saying, like, you can still feel
you
it.
Literally set him on top of the goalpost if you want to.
Give that seat to someone who can see. I'm joking.
Obstructed view means nothing to them. Yeah,
you put him in front of a pillar. Yeah. Anyway, I'm joking.
Let's go back to this guy suing Major League Baseball because of foul balls.
Well, hold on a second. You could actually put the device on the pillar, right? He puts his hands on the pillar.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you fit someone else in there. Anyway.
When I was a kid, we would go to Pirates games in Pittsburgh pretty frequently. And the best part was bringing your glove with you in the hopes a foul ball would come near you and you go home with a little souvenir. This guy, if he's suing Major League Baseball for the express purpose of reducing foul balls in the stands, you're ruining baseball. You're ruining the fan experience.
I'll have to find the story.
I'm looking at reels, Ross. And then I get hit by a goddamn 100-mile-an-hour hard baseball.
Well, There's a big story with the Cubs that's recent about a lawsuit on that. I forgot about this too, at the Magic game. There was another little guy sitting courtside with like his dad, and another pass, not as hard. Now the pass that this Chase Richardson pass that made it over to that lady, like even if she'd had her hands up, I think it would have hurt her. This pass, and then the little kid, he caught it and he tossed it back. Oh, that place went wild for him. They're like, yeah, get him. Good job, boy.
So, real quick, while you have time, I went down to Miami and did this.
Looking for a soul to steal.
The Miami half marathon.
I'm proud of you, man. That's really good.
Wait, you stopped halfway?
No. Well, you know what's funny about telling someone you did a half marathon is, first, no one cares. Second, they always say, good luck on the marathon. And then I feel the need.
I'm not going to do that.
I feel the need to always correct them because I feel like it's stolen valor by them saying good luck on a marathon.
Why not leave it? Why not leave it with the idea that you are going to do a marathon?
Well, first, because I feel like anybody who did complete a full marathon, I'm stealing their valor because it's way harder than doing half.
They don't care.
Double as hard. Anyway, so
did the Persians sack Miami because you didn't make it the whole way? Or?
No, they specifically have half marathon, full marathon, and then a 5K. So the last year,
and then they have a dopey fun run. I love a dopey fun run.
So a friend of mine from high school did this last year, and she was like, "Hey, you and Crystal should do it next year." And then I signed up for it. Crystal's still dealing with her knee and whatever, so I signed up for it, and then
that's a nice way to put it.
Trained for it. No, it was the reason why she didn't do it.
Crystal's still dealing with her knee and whatever.
So I go down there and do it. Now, I didn't know up until last Sunday, like a week before I did it, how many people were involved in this thing, right? So in my mind, I was like, I know it's big, but I was like 3,000 to 5,000 people is a lot to me.
What's Miami's like a top 10 market, right?
Yeah.
They're like
7 or 8.
So. That's big, Tom.
It is big. Yeah. So
a lot of people down there.
I found out that
look at voting. A lot of people down there.
18,500 people were running in this. The half, the full, and the 5K.
I have friends coming from out of state.
Tom, like 10,000 people run in the corporate 5K downtown Orlando. Like every year.
I don't know why I didn't just think about the mass amount of people.
Because you were doing it, and that made you denigrate it.
Man, Ross is nailing it today. Really on point.
So the sea of people involved in this was astonishing, to the point where I was like, this is incredible that this many people are organized together to do this damn thing. It's just nuts. I'll tell you the quick story. So.
Oh my God! Just Jen says there's an Atlanta 10K that has 65,000 people.
It's too much. And by the way, I don't think I'd do another race or another like this. It's embarrassing even calling it a race because there's out of 18,000 people, I feel like 200 of them are actually competing in a race,
right.
and the rest of the people are just doing it to finish.
Well, try comparing it to those of us that aren't running it, and then that makes it better.
Is it self-seated, or do you have to put up a posted time or something?
They corral you into different based on yourself, saying,
and they give you a cartoon animal, like you're the turtles.
Because my experience
with the cheetahs.
My experience with the corporate 5K is that people lie, and they do not run as fast as they say they're going to.
Yeah, because they want to start earlier. In fact, my friend was like, hey, you put an earlier time, you start earlier in the race, and it's not as hot when you finish, because it was hot at the end, around 9:30 in Miami, the humidity, and the blazing sun. I'm running through a bridge. Oh, anyway.
And then they also make, if it's the same as the corporate 5K, they make 1,000 announcements that slower runners stay to the right and allow people to pass you on the left, and then people walk the whole left lane the whole time.
Yeah. There's there's cups and doo-doo. People are...
Cups and doo-doo.
And there's a percentage of these people that I don't think did any training. And some people are leaving in ambulances.
That's a nice way of talking body shaming people, right?
No, because it also, the most humbling thing, anybody who's ever done any of these races,
when you say,
Well,
you see, like
your body type does not.
You got a lobster boy running, flying past.
Yeah, it does not really. A lot of it does, but it doesn't really have any sort of it doesn't equal how fit you are or how athletic you are. Because in any of these races, like you will be trying your hardest, and even if you trained your hardest, and like a 68-year-old running granny will blow past you, like people that are 3 times your weight will run past you.
Got a sharp haircut.
like grannies.
You know who won't run past you? Is Nigerians. Already past you.
Yeah,
already past you. Way ahead of you. Never past you because they're already there.
People in tutus and dress in costumes.
They're just like a rubber duck. I'm just like a rubber duck. I love Jeeps.
There's nothing more humbling than an old granny in a tutu running past you that's like 38 years older than you.
Because they've built their endurance up.
Yeah,
it's about like it's over time.
How'd you feel in the race?
Well,
are you going to talk about that on the BDM show?
I'll talk a little bit on the. I'll tell a couple stories.
He pooped himself.
Well,
I think he's still afraid of that. I bet you didn't eat it all or something.
No, because the day before one of these things, you're just supposed to eat as much as you can, really. I don't know.
And you went for all barbecue, right?
I know that generally you just eat a bunch of calories is good for your blood sugar to have as energy during the race, and then you take a bunch of, like, I had to fill my fanny pack, my running fanny pack, full of these things called Big Blokes, which are like basically these big thick gummies that have like electrolytes and caffeine in them, and then like calories and sugar, because you just
EJ just eats those for fun. I've seen him.
You just keep your blood sugar, and then it gives you energy throughout the race.
Oh, I've heard about eating a big bloke in the streets of Miami, but I thought it was a different thing.
So before this, because I'm not a planner, I generally, I was like, okay, how am I going to get there? Because the damn, 18,000 people.
I'll run there. Then I'll be refreshed.
18,000 people, and it's at the Miami Heat Arena, which is called, the Kaseya Center. Or whatever. It's like, I don't even know what
Kaseya is. You're better than me because he said, the Kaseya.
I don't even, some tech company, I don't know.
Was their mascot Stovey the Stove there?
And so I'm like, man, with 18,000 people going here, I either have to Uber, but I imagine a lot of people are Ubering, or I get some.
Well, parking's just going to be terrible.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, yeah. And then I'm going to get.
Need somebody to drop you off.
The Metro Rail. The Metro Rail's near my father-in-law's house, which we're sleeping at. And then so he woke up in the morning and then took me and dropped me off on the Metro Rail.
Nice.
But they have a locker that's part of your race bib that you could store your stuff if you wanted to. But I'm not going to bother with any of that because I don't want to be, I'm doing the math. I know how bad the porta potties are going to be, because any of these, even the small sprint triathlon, every person involved is waiting to take a doo-doo before
I made the
race.
Mistake of when I went to your one at. What was the one you did?
In Melbourne.
Yeah, in Melbourne, I went into porta potty and it was terrible.
Yeah.
You eat 6 pounds of spaghetti the night before and you get ready to run.
Everybody's doing it, and everybody has a fear of pooping their pants, right?
Yeah.
Which I had, and I'll tell you on the BDM show why I had it. But I'll tell you this part.
Do you tape your nipples?
No, people ask me that. It was in a half marathon, it doesn't rub them.
He was born without nipples, right?
It doesn't rub them.
If I run 2 miles, I'm bleeding from my nipples. It's insane.
How big are your nipples? Let me see them.
I calloused them up from the training. My nipples are already hard as a rock, from all the damn 6 months of
your nipples
running.
look like a leather hat for a mouse.
Tell us about your nipple training. What do we got? We got a rasp?
No, it's where he concentrates his training. I asked him, what are you doing today? He's like, I can't do that. I got nipple training.
Just running 3 days a week, it naturally has callus to my nipples enough where they could take a beating. That's how, and my feet.
Cake and licking. Keep on ticking.
Yeah, it's anyway.
Keep on sticking through
I
your shirt.
want to figure out when the rawest nipple period for you was, and then see what your attitude was like during it, because it makes me angry.
I know mine between 16 and 19 when I was surfing a lot. My nipples would get, and I hated rash guards. Hated them. Hated rash guards. I like to just wear shorts and nothing.
So the race morning, I told myself, I'm going to have to have on my person everything I'm going to run with.
I know why you were afraid to poop in your pants. Because you had your car keys in your butt.
No, I was so I'm going to take my earbuds, and then I'll all my Big Blokes, and then some emergency weed pills, just in case.
What Tool songs were you listening to?
and then I'll put my my driver's license in my pocket, and then I have my phone because that's what I use to listen to punk rock.
My will and testament here.
And my phone has my credit cards on there. Tap, right? So then I was like, I know I got
to Apple Pay, sir.
I got to take the Metro Rail. Well, mine's got credit cards in there. They can do whatever. Tap to pay. Everybody's got tap.
Yeah, but it's called Apple Pay because you're using an Apple phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'll just use this to pay for the Metro Rail. My father drops me off. I get there. He takes off. And then I go up to, and there's
my nipples.
Tons of other runners. Like obviously, and this is 4:30 in the morning, right?
Hey, what's up? How are you? How are your nipples?
You got to get there at national anthems at 5:45, whatever. It's like 53 minutes on the Metro Rail. I did at least that research. I did everything except for research the fact that Metro Rail does not take tap. You got to have a credit card. Right?
Oh, no.
So I get there, and there's like a bunch of other runners. Like, everybody's got their bib on. By the way, this is how ridiculous my brain works about caring what people think. Like, I was like, man, I don't want to be the nerd that has their bib on already. It's like
this is what Tommy said about the shoes at the thing, right? I don't want to be the nerd wearing the shoes at the trombone concert. Yeah, it's the same thing.
So then I'm standing there, and everybody's like, look at this nerd. Like, all the other runners are like, look at this nerd. He already put on his bib way before. Like, what, do you put this on at home in the bathroom? Like, I don't know what the hell the protocol is. I don't do any of that stuff. So, by the way, everybody had the
So it's called preparation for the race.
Getting ready. Yeah.
Folded in my pocket with some safety pins in my pocket. So I get there, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's crazy, by the way, that we have not exceeded safety pin technology.
We have. No, there's great stuff. I get it because of him. I get it. It's in my algorithm.
Yeah, but they all use safety pins. I looked around.
No, there's always, every race, there's a big box of safety pins. Every race.
The thing is, what real people that I see, I don't know if they use them. They probably use safety pins. But it's little magnets, and they link in, and then they're magnets under your shirt, and they're smooth. So it's literally, and it keeps it nice on your shirt. I've seen it. It's in my algorithm because of your stupid running.
Like those next-gen mics that all the YouTubers wear now. Okay.
It's all magnet. Yeah. It's all magnet.
Okay.
So anyway,
safety pin be like old man riding like a classic bike.
So I'm like, all right. I start looking. I'm like, I'm just gonna jump the turnstile like they do in New York City.
I've been seeing that. Yeah. Mondami, he's putting a crackdown on that.
And so, and I've seen it throughout my life. Like, if you're the cool guy, you just jump the turnstile instead of paying for the subway, right?
And then you also said turnstile's a cool man. Jumping a turnstile, that's cool too. You're like, well, if I do this, I'll be the coolest runner here. No bib on, jumping the turnstile. I'm cool, daddy, cool.
So then I'm like, okay, because what else am I gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna call my father-in-law back to.
You can borrow $1 from somebody.
Yeah, what's the fee? I would have gone to everybody in a bib and been like, hey, I messed up. You mind paying my way to the race?
Yeah, give me your email. I'll Apple pay you some money.
Get you back after.
$5 for the pass.
Oh, I would jump it if it's $5.
So I'm not gonna. Then there's like a bunch of other runners that I'm like, I'm not gonna start begging them for panhandling.
If it's less than $10, I'm jumping it.
Yeah. It's like they opened it early for this. It's like whatever. I'm fine. I pay my taxes. It's like, what am I stealing from the Miami government? It's corrupt as hell.
No, put your honor on the end of that and see how it sounds.
That's true. And change your shirt to a long Tupac tee.
But the problem is, now there's people filing in, and then they got their passes already. Most of the people are from Miami. So,
EJ's saying you're justifying theft. No, EJ, what I'm trying to justify, I agree with jumping it only because of the need. Like, he's needing to get through quickly, and it would be easier than asking 5 runners, hey, can you buy me a ticket?
But Tom was actually justifying theft.
I can justify anything, and the theft especially, for the government. Anyway, but it's not like the old school New York, where you could easily both hands down and hop over.
Hey, you put your jacket over it. I've seen so many episodes of this on. You put your jacket over the sensors and it opens.
Now they put spikes on the little part you put your hands on to prevent that. I've seen videos. Yeah.
Well, this is not even now, and it's like these two plastic. It's not the rotating metal like turnstile things. It's like these two plastic guards.
Well, that's not a turnstile then. That's plastic guards.
And they're like higher than normal. So it's like,
well, you got to run and dive. You got to parkour. You got to parkour
well,
over.
Then I was like,
it's
can
almost
I crawl?
like they figured out moneyless idiots will try to jump over them, and they're trying to prevent that for some reason.
Were you too stiff to parkour over
It was the morning. It was at 4:30 in the morning, right? And then so
you got to run into a Cirque du Soleil like a jump through a hoop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm waiting for like a break in the people going through because I'm embarrassed.
Why don't you walk behind them real fast?
No, I already did my time. I'm like timing like the Indiana
you got
Jones.
bad timing.
Well, there's no time, so they could go down like chunk, like it goes up. Like there's no.
You got to walk butt to nut behind somebody like you're part of them. Like you got to walk I'm so sorry, I'm a close walker.
So I basically, like, some people are coming up. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have a credit card. I'm not from here, and I can't.
I'm gonna run this race, but I think putting on your number beforehand is gay, and I'm not. Oh my God! Help!
And the most
somebody
awkward,
goes, Tom, you're from here. I went to high school with you.
Like, oh my God! Then he runs out, poops his pants. It's like everything that he does.
I saw poop on this. I'll tell you, we saw a bunch of poop on the stairs.
Don't talk about it.
Anyway, so
stop.
I hoist myself up and do that. You know,
You're strong.
You know the move where like you
pommel horse where you go flat.
Like you want to get out of the pool cool, but you can't. So
because you're fat.
Yeah, you're just fat. Then you hoist it up and then you scrape your belly.
A belly up. Yeah,
you do a belly up. So I have the belly up above, and the most embarrassing thing, like my big blokes are falling out of my fanny pack, and then like a bunch of people want. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, again, I would have paid.
Not homeless. Not homeless.
And then
nothing to see here.
Get to the race and then just walking into 18,500 people started this thing is insane, and they start everybody in giant packs, right, and like A through K or whatever, and then. So I'm waiting, and I'm also like, I didn't eat. None of this was planned properly.
Yeah.
It was just my fault 100%.
You're wolfing down your big blokes. You're trying to eat them fast.
I wanted to eat a bagel, and then I forgot to buy a bagel, and so I had a banana.
You pretended to eat one.
Yeah. So then when you start with that many people in a race, and then basically you run from the Miami Arena across a bridge, right, where the cruise terminal is.
Yeah.
So you into Miami Beach, and then you run down Miami Beach for like 5 or 6, 7 miles or whatever, and then you run across another bridge back to Miami.
Run through the Hollywood Hard Rock. You got to play a couple hands of blackjack.
This is further south. Like that's in Fort Lauderdale. This is Miami.
This is wild.
And but with that many people, like it is weird. Like just running this kind of race with 18,000 other people around you, and like everybody is at different paces, and like you're running around some people sometimes, and then like people are falling out, like
see any like people that had no business at all being there?
It's hard to tell because, like I said, you can't tell with runners like how good they are because, like I said,
all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, every shape and size runner can run differently and like more impressive than you think. Like you see someone and you're like, oh, this person's been training a while. Like he's
all jokes aside, there's a bigger guy around here. He even runs past the studio, and he's just built big, so he's going to be big, right? That's just like we know facts are facts. But he runs every day, and he hauls ass. You'll see him run past here. He's like flies.
Yeah.
But he's just a bigger dude.
And then
anybody running in costume or like, hey, I'm a firefighter running with my supplemental oxygen.
All
that stuff.
I saw some of that. I saw like lots of runners pushing other people, like maybe handicapped.
That's not fair.
Family members. Well, it's just like a feat of accomplishment for everybody. Like, hey, that's what it is. It's not a race.
Sometimes I've wondered when you are running and you have that one person in front of you that is the loved one that maybe doesn't even know that they're there running along with you, if it would have been better for you just to leave them at home. I do think that. Maybe that makes me a bad person, but sometimes I'm wondering, is this for you or is this for them? Because I'm pretty sure this is for you, but I don't want to say that because you're going to get mad at me.
Yeah, they have to
But it's hot out here is what I'm saying. It's hot. It's really hot and not good out here. This is bad.
Yeah.
It's raining.
And then at the end, there were, because everybody, all those 18,000 people, like bring their friends and family to go cheer them on or encourage. Like I was telling everybody, even Crystal was like, I wanted to bring my sons, but like even my friends were joking around like, we're gonna come. I'm like, don't come. Like it really. I'm putting my head down and trying as hard as I can. Like, I know people cheering for you is supposed to, like you want to believe that
you don't even hear it.
It helps them give you extra motivation, but like at the end of a race, you are trying your hardest not to just trip and fall. And then I'm like, I even looked at, there's a very embarrassing video that Crystal took of me running at the end because she met me with the boys at the 11th mile.
Yeah.
Like 11 and a half or 11.8
well, you're near
miles.
the end, man. You're beat up.
And I had not stopped the entire time. And then I went to go stop, and like I saw my sons, Max made a sign that said, run for the beer. And
I love that.
he likes,
that's a charity we're starting too, is Run for the Beer.
They also, like Max and Tommy came over that because they knew that would be a popular sign for all the other runners.
Oh, yeah.
And then like
they did a great job with their sign.
Yeah. And then a lot of signs that people incorporated ice, especially down in South Florida.
Oh, yeah. Run from ice, Ice is behind you, run.
Yeah, there was a lot of like...
Run for your... They're
like,
going to kill you. They're going to
keep
get
running
you.
if you hate ice. Yeah. There was like a lot of ice jokes amongst
very
the sign.
politically pointed signs, yeah.
Which I was like, it's interesting that you decided to,
but you see weird things. I saw a bunch of like, you're running from ice, or run like ice is behind you. And then I saw one grab them by the marathon. I thought that was pretty good too. I was like, everybody's out here. Everybody's out here.
Yeah. And then I get a participation, a medal that cost me $180.
I thought you won. That medal wasn't for winning.
Yeah, you told us that would.
No. They hand out just boxes and boxes. Seeing how many they hand out does take it away from you.
Yeah. Because hide the box of medals.
I'm nut to butt with a 15, like standing in the area that they're handing the medals out, like 15 foot wide, nut to butt. That's like, let's say 50 yards, like just, and they're just opening boxes and just.
But all the boxes say like Chinese medals. So you're like standing, you're like, man. At least put them in something else so I don't see the box of Chinese medals. And they smell, they're off gassing. Oh my God, this thing's still off gassing.
Isn't a spinner in the middle of it? Like,
it does. They went urban this year. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. At least it was metal. We're like, all this for this. Stupid. Anyway, all right.
We got to get out of here. Anything to plug?
Yeah, well, we will. I'm trying to think of anything else that's going on. And then we'll be right back.
Bye.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. Come hang out at Tom and Dan Live on all social media. The YouTube, we got a lot of people in there today. You could be in the chat room chatting it up with everybody. They got to watch some Love Thy Neighbor, and they're going to get to meet our celebrity guests.
Yep. So the Florida Man Games are coming up, but we've been talking about the Florida Man Games for years because Busey, I know Mike from Mike Weather Page is involved.
Is this the fourth year? Third year.
We've got Pete from the Florida Man Games on the couch with us. How you doing, Pete?
What's up, guys? It's cool to be here with you.
Well, thank you for being here, man.
And,
thank you.
And then we've got Steve Lemmy on the couch.
Hey!
What's up?
And of course,
our listeners know Steve. They love Steve.
Yeah, we've talked to Steve before. I think back in our old studio. Of course, Steve from Tacoma FD.
One of the only, I would say, guests of our show to make, I believe, all studios.
Yeah.
I think in every single studio we have, you have like either zoomed in, called in, or been in.
Of course, Broken Lizard, Super Troopers, Beer Fest, countless movies. How you doing, Steve?
I'm fantastic.
Very good to see. Hold on, I'm going to give you a blast. I didn't do it Florida Man style. You get a blast.
Okay.
So Steve's in town doing press for the Florida Man Games. And
it's 20 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Which is not very Florida.
It's f***ing cold.
Yeah, it is f***ing cold.
And it'll probably be hot. When is the Florida Man Games, Pete?
Florida Man Games February 21st, so we're about a month away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like by mid to end February, the weather's going to be perfect.
It better be. I'm literally calling it off. It's cold outside.
Could you do that? Do you have enough power to just say it's done?
I actually bought a ton of those heaters, just in case it was really good. You know, those heater
the
poles?
ones with the thing on the top?
Yeah. I have 12 of those in my garage for the last 3 years. I've never needed them, but this might be the year.
A lot of businesses, a lot of bistros buy those for their patios.
Yeah, that's right.
You go to a bistro, they have the heater out there. It's too hot. It's way too hot. It's on my head.
So, Steve, how did you become involved in the Florida Man Games this year?
So last year, Pete So we had, on Tacoma FD, we had Sam Shaw, who is a professional wrestler, WWE wrestler.
Okay.
And he was a guest star on an episode of Tacoma FD.
Okay.
And so he reached out with Pete and asked if I wanted to introduce the evading arrest obstacle course.
Okay, yeah. It was one of the games at the Florida Man games.
Yeah, where they run from the cops.
Yeah, which, and this was last year, and I couldn't do it. But I was like looking at all the stuff, and I was like, this would actually make a great TV series. And so then this year, I can't remember if like I reached out to you guys or I reached out to Sam, whatever.
I think one of us hit you up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so we started, collaborating, talking about, possible shooting a TV pilot, and then also me coming down and doing, I guess, what I was going to do last year on a little bit bigger scale, which was, like this year, what I'll actually be doing is interviewing with Kevin Heffernan, who plays, Farland, my partner at Tacoma. We'll be interviewing the winners and losers after each event.
Okay.
So, it's going to be like 8 hours of us interviewing people.
And you mentioned your friend Sam
Shaw,
who is Dexter Loomis.
Loomis
in WWE. I was like, I know that name, but I don't know that name. But who also, shout out to that guy. I've been wanting to get that guy in here just to talk on the show because, like, person in the chat room mentioned, he's an excellent artist. Like that guy,
yes, he is.
He is
great artist.
That guy is like, he trips me out because he's a muscle guy, but a mean-looking muscle guy. But then also he's a very accomplished and excellent, artist. So I mean, he's pretty cool. Pretty cool dude.
So Steve, there's like an element of turning the Florida Man games into a TV show.
Well, when you look at the events, it's basically like, there's a lot of ways to describe it. Like, it's American Ninja Warrior meets Jackass.
Yeah.
It's, there are elements of that you can add to it to make it like American Idol with, like one of the things I'm down here for right now is interviewing the team captains to get some of those pre-packages, those delightful pre-packages where you see the contestant, milking a cow or petting their dog.
Yes, yeah.
So, we haven't had any cow milking or dog petting.
No cow milking. But we had some weird ones yesterday.
We had some good ones.
Had some very, very good ones yesterday.
We should go through our teams. All right,
because it's kind of North Florida versus South Florida.
Yeah, this year it's North Florida versus South.
Okay,
yeah.
now Steve, and we've told this before, but Steve's wife I went to high school with, and she used to go.
You better tread lightly, buddy. Like, what the hell are you doing?
And we're from South Florida, which is completely different than North Florida.
Wow, totally different.
It might as well be a different state.
I honestly feel like I've got you guys out trashed, easily being born and raised Central Florida.
Central Florida
very
is a blend.
trashy. DeLand, Deltona area. Come on, man.
I was going to say DeLand. If you said DeLand,
I'm born and raised DeLand.
That's one of the trashiest areas.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I'm right down the road. I get it.
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm in St. Augustine now.
Oh, okay, I went to school at Flagler. Double trash.
Did you? Okay, yeah,
double
man.
Trash. Yep.
Well, Miami, as from an outsider's perspective, Miami is the outlier. Like Miami,
yeah.
And then Florida, you can lump all of Florida in together after that. In my opinion, not that I want to make
in his non-Floridian opinion.
Well, Southwest Florida is full of old people, but it gets up to Naples, and then you're starting to get into Tampa, and that's a whole different crowd. Like there's like 5 different boroughs of Florida.
In both of your opinions, who has the most unbridled, untapped hillbilly Florida talent? What team?
What teams of the teams this year?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, because it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win. Because just because you have look at like the NFL or like who has it doesn't matter. You don't need the best players. You need the best team.
Yeah, I think Cletus's team is going to be pretty impressive.
Cletus McFarland.
Yeah,
he's Team Bradington?
Yes, he is.
All right.
And we're doing it out there at the Freedom Factory. So they're kind of on their home turf. That might give them a little bit of an advantage to be on the home field.
Now, Pinellas' team, that's our buddy old...
that's Mike Weatherpage.
That's Mike's Weatherpage. Mike from Mike's Weatherpage.
Yeah,
I have to go by... Because he's been on our show so many times, I have to throw my love behind Mike, right? Or you'd be mad.
Yeah. I mean, Pinellas, Tampa...
Plus, I'm gonna say something I've never said on the show before. I know Mike from Mike's Weatherpage is real. I'm not gonna dox him. I know his real email address, and it's really Florida Man. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I can't even say it.
Wow.
It's so Florida, I can't even say what's in it. But Mike from Mike's Weather Page, very Florida.
So, and we'll go over the teams in a second, but, I feel like Florida, the marketing of Florida is bigger than it's ever been. Just even with HBO, it's Florida Man, show that they, and there's a lot of celebrities involved in that. And it's just the media itself, because of Florida's reputation, really, because of how our media can get released, is really why.
Sunshine law.
Sunshine law.
There's crazy people in every state. Mississippi's worse. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know, man. The Mormons give us a run for their money with their drugs and everything.
It's like French or
Ohio.
something. Yeah. But so
Louisiana Man is very crazy.
But the Florida Man, the media has been publicized so much, the marketing of it, that it's gigantic worldwide, I feel. And that's helped this event a lot. Because it's got bigger and bigger
we've helped
year.
the Florida Man headline. What are you talking about? I think it's the other way around. This event has magnified the presence on Florida. But no, it's really cool. We're kind of working with the built-in legend of Florida Man. Which is really cool. And it's one of those things where all you have to do is hear the name, the Florida Man Games, and you're like, oh, I got to see that.
No, 100%.
I don't know anything about it. I got to see that.
So let's go over the actual games real quick, because some of them have changed. Some of them are the staples in the Florida Man games. Right. So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah. So our staples of the Florida Man games are the evading arrest obstacle course, where the guys have to go through a series of obstacles, throwing alligators through drive-through windows. You guys know that story, I'm sure. They have to steal catalytic converters and copper pipes. And then the final challenge of that event is running from actual cops. And we've got the Manatee County SWAT team providing their cops for this year. So they're bringing the heavy hitters for the cops. We've got the grocery aisle brawl, which that gets chaotic instantly.
So explain that.
Yeah, so two guys start off inside of grocery carts. Their kind of teammates push them towards the grocery aisle, and they've got to literally fight each other for all the items left on the shelf: the toilet paper, the beer, the Solo cup, all the essentials for a hurricane. Alcohol and Solo cups,
whipped cream flavored Pinnacle vodka. All the essentials.
And how's this set up as far as is it in different places? Is there stands? Give us an idea of what we're if someone's going to the Florida Man games, what they're walking into.
Yeah. So this is going to be all in the infield of the Freedom Factory.
Okay.
And it's kind of different locations.
Okay.
And I kind of set it up that way, so we don't have to move things around and break down in between every competition. But I want you to see different things on the field and be like, oh, what are they going to do with that later today?
Gotcha.
So they're kind of stationed all over the place in the infield out there.
And how many different teams are involved?
12 teams.
12, okay.
Yep, 6 from the north, 6 from the south.
And how do is there a lot of the teams that participate every year? Are the same ones? Are they new every year?
There's a handful. So our 2-time champions actually are obviously the champions are invited every single year. And then we've got a handful, pretty much our top 6 from last year is coming back.
Okay.
And then some brand new teams in there along the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Steve, I want to go back to even producing a TV show and how that business works. I want to dive into.
I'm sure it's different now. I mean, since when you guys started doing. Let's say some of your first public,
Broken Lizard back in the day, and producing movies, and then the business has changed in the past 20 years,
or maybe it's changed 3 times.
It changes every year.
Okay, explain it to us, because we don't know. We're 2 Florida men that are here, been doing the same
and
podcast.
We're too lazy to throw gators through windows.
We've been doing the same podcast 15 years. We're not producing movies and TV shows or. We have no idea about any of that world.
And no curiosity to do better. We're like, this is fine.
By the way, that's a very Florida attitude. Right?
We're like, it ain't bad. Not bad.
We're like, I got an RV, I got a boat. That's all I need.
Pretty good. I got 12 beers. Let's go.
So how has it changed, the business changed since you've been in it, since the beginning?
Well, I mean, honestly, like when we made the movie that we made before Super Troopers was called Puddle Cruiser.
Okay.
That was like 1996. And we went out to Hollywood, and it was like NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, and then like the CW and UPN were like these, like the 6 networks.
Yeah, that was it.
That you could sell to.
Yeah.
And that was the way it was. And now, obviously, there's streamers, and there's, the YouTubes of the world, and there's, Tubi and Roku channel and all that stuff.
It's almost infinite, right?
It's infinite. And so it's like, it used to be that like a network on any given night would have, 8 to 15 million viewers or something. That's just not the way it is anymore. That's more like 3 million viewers.
Yeah.
And then there's like, these pockets of eyeballs, and nobody knows where those eyeballs are going to wind up. And so it's like...
And they're all moving each other. We talk about this all the time. Like,
well, they move now more than ever. We're conditioned to, with a attention span and jumping around. I mean, like, people are dancing to what's new all the time.
It's like almost it's diluted entertainment down to, like, there's so much out there that all audience numbers are smaller, right?
Yeah, it's across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, the one that's still doing really well, though, are things like the YouTube channel and and a lot of the social media influencers. If you catch and something blows up, you're golden, and you can ride that pretty far. If you have a video with like a couple million views, and by the way, I say this from a position of ignorance because I'm not one of those people.
Yeah,
right. But a lot of those people are going to be out at Florida Man games. I mean, Wix
and
is
even
one of those guys.
Even Mike has got 2 million plus Facebook followers and stuff, but very specific niche, and he does the weather, and then like his own personality and stuff comes across. But it's like he's presenting the weather as an, you could say professional meteorologist at this point because he makes money doing it, but he's an amateur Florida meteorologist that has curated a little audience of 2 million. I say little, it's gigantic because most news stations in Florida won't get 2 million viewers, but then out of that 2 million, it's weird because some of them are ghosts people and some of them are bots, and like there's a little of that too in all social media. It's weird to navigate this world. But Steve, so how, like, when it comes to even shopping a show now, what the hell, like, what's the process?
Well, the one thing that has, I think, remained consistent is that the people who are in charge of the money bag always, like, they operate out of fear.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And this is the way it was when I entered the business, and it's still this way, in that they don't necessarily know if the thing that is being pitched to them or presented to them works or not. Even if it's a completely original idea, that might scare them the most.
Right. Okay,
sure.
Because they want something they've seen before.
Yeah, I need something that's consistent here. Like, I need something I've seen before.
Yeah, and so the thing that still remains the same is, like, if the auspices that they can put together make safe sense to them. So it's like, it used to be like, okay, well, we have this director and this actor and this screenwriter, so we are going to greenlight this movie, and then the movie comes out and it sucks and it bombs. Those people can still fall back on the fact that they were like, well, I mean, we had all these great pieces of the puzzle here, so that, obviously it should have succeeded. Whereas if they took a chance on a project with some no-name actors and directors and it bombed, they would just get fired.
Gotcha. So they're protecting their own job.
That's perfectly said.
So it's still the same now. So, like, I think across the board, and what they're relying on a lot of the time, when it's not like a name actor or somebody like that, it is the young people that have followers. And if they're like, okay, well, this person has 20 million subscribers to their YouTube channel, or this many followers on Instagram, that's a safe bet, and we'll invest our money in that. And then, I don't know that they invest as much money as they used to, because they're still, it's
sure.
like, it's so, like, it's so diluted.
Yeah.
We use that term a lot too,
Yeah, and so, but that's how they make their decisions most of the time, is like, is there somebody that we're really excited about? Is there a social media influencer that we're excited about? And that works for, like, unscripted. I don't know if it works for scripted as much, because you never know if those people have talent to act in something. But it's still the same decision making. Well, I'm not going to go for this person because they don't have an Instagram following, but this person has 20 million followers. That's the safe bet because they can plug it on their site. And we know that it'll get to 20 million people. And
gotcha. Yeah. So it's almost like it's a built-in advertising safety net. If you hire, and we've seen this before, even like people hiring social media influencers and for their movies and acting and shows, just because they're like, well, at least they will bring their audience, and that's
at the very
value.
least, 20 million will see whatever they're talking about.
Yeah,
or they'll be able to promote it.
Well, I think in the case of like a guy like Rob Delaney, it works because that guy's a talented guy. But for every influencer like him, there's probably 99 that don't have that kind of talent.
Sure.
Yeah.
But so like the best thing you can do as a creator is still to create something that's completely original that people haven't seen before, which I think the Florida Man Games is.
Yes.
Like I had spoken to these guys last year about it, and then I saw on ESPN either top 10 or not top 10, they had the evading arrest obstacle course, and I had major FOMO because I was like, God damn it!
Yeah,
I was supposed to be right there for that thing. But it made me think. It's like it is. We've seen sort of like the things like American Ninja Warrior. We've seen the obstacle courses, and all these competitions. But this one is different. There's also like the bullwhip competition this year.
What's the bullwhip competition?
The bullwhips and bad decisions. So it's. Two guys are going to be in a caged octagon.
Okay.
And they're going to be wearing belts full of beer cans. The other guy's objective is to whip those beer cans off. And, of course, along the way, you're going to get some stray shots.
Oh, no, the belt is near their genitals? And they're
not only that, but the golden beer can is right in front of their nuts. And that's worth like 5 points. So people are going to be aiming for that one.
So there's two guys whipping a bullwhip at each other, belt full of empty beer cans, trying to whack them off.
Yeah.
Well, they're not empty, are they?
That was a weird way to say it.
It's called the bullwhip whack-off.
Maybe we need to change the name of that one, the bullwhip whack-off.
Actually, why don't you call it Tom Van's
bullwhip
whack-off?
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Tom Van's bullwhip whack-off.
How many people come out to the Florida Man Games?
Thousands, man. Our first year we had 5,000 people out there. It was bigger the second year, about 7,000. And Freedom Factory, we had the capacity for about 10.
Okay.
And we might sell it out, man.
Nice.
It'd be awesome.
That's a lot of people.
That's the goal. I mean, like,
that's always the goal,
how do you
right?
control, though? Because, I mean, you are, and maybe this is a silly question, but when you are tampering in the dark arts, when you're stomping around in Florida Man land, sometimes that will attract people who are like, hey, man, I'm just going to fly my helicopter right over it and just watch it the whole day. Or, like, do you have to, like, how do you police it? How do you make sure
lots of actual police.
Yeah, do you have to have...
And luckily, the cops love coming to this thing because obviously their homeboys are competing in it, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of cops on and off duty just show up there and hang out. So it's a big law enforcement presence out there for sure.
Yeah, and also Florida cops are a little bit different.
They are different.
Yeah.
You would have to be.
Yeah. You deal with a lot of different things.
You see a lot of things.
Well, it's like those, when you see the shows where the guys who catch the serial killers are like, you got to learn to think like a serial killer. I mean, that's the way it is with Florida cops. You got to learn how to think like the Florida man.
You do.
Yeah. Steve, I want to ask you about. I saw that you finished shooting the Super Troopers 3.
Yeah.
And that comes out later. And we're going to talk to you before it comes out too. But when did you guys decide? Because I think we talked to you the last time when Super Troopers 2 came out. And so with 3, when did you guys decide to do a third?
We decided with the third Super Troopers so Super Troopers 2 was finished for about a year before it came out because the studio realized that 420 in 2018 was a Friday night. Was Friday. And so they were like, we're going to wait a year and take that weekend, make it a holiday
when
weekend.
When you hear that, though, as a filmmaker, and like, because you're excited, right? Like, are you like, because like I'm one of those people that I'm like, I know what's right, but I also know what I want, you know, like, and I want my movie. Was that kind of how you felt, or?
Yeah, your heart sinks.
Yeah,
your heart sinks. On the flip side, when you have a release date for something, on the business sense of things, you can start selling. And if something's coming out next week, you've got a week to sell. If something is coming out next year, you got a year to be we got this movie coming out. We got this movie coming out. But in that time, we were like, all right, well, we should start working on Super Troopers 3. And so we started batting around ideas for it. And we knew, the smart thing to do would have been to put the script on the studio desk the Monday after Super Troopers 2 came out, because it had a great opening weekend.
Yeah.
But we're not that smart. So we didn't do that. We didn't get the green light. And so it took us, another 6 or 7 years to get the green light. But we were still writing the script, and which always makes it better. And so, we have, I think, a pretty great movie on our hands. And it's edgy. And there's,
Is it harder to do that, or is that a myth when people say? Because that's what you see online. It's like edgy comedy. You can't say what you want to say anymore. True or not true? What would you say as a filmmaker that really makes edgier comedy movies?
Well, in this particular one, we found a way to make it edgy, which is, I don't know how much really I'm allowed to say, but...
Yeah, don't spoil it.
In this, there is a component of an Indian wedding.
All right.
And, we have an Indian director.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah. And, obviously he's a writer, too.
He's been in the news a little bit, too. He's been talking about Chevy Chase.
Yeah, he's on
amazing. You say one thing about Chevy Chase, and then Jay is everywhere. They're like, and then people are saying, he can't say it. It was like looking like a mess.
Did he catch a hard time?
From what I understood, Jay was speaking out about his time directing Chevy Chase, and then other people
on Community.
On Community, and other people, Chen Jeskar, I should say. Yeah. Did I butcher that? I don't think I did.
You just butchered it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But then people were saying well, don't talk about it. That's none of your business, kind of a thing. And I'm like, no, he's just sharing. He was there. He was part of it.
I believe he was there the day that Chevy Chase threw out an N-bomb.
Yeah, and that's what he was referencing in the article. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some people were like, well, I think anytime you bring something like that up, people are like, whoa.
I heard that documentary that he was involved in. Like, they were like, why'd you do this? It made you look worse. He thought that it may have.
Well, the opening scene that I like is that, that he kind of, like, Chevy's going on to say, like, he's very misunderstood. And he asked the current director, the current director says to Chevy, like, hey, man, I want to tell your story. Tell me your story. I want to understand you. And Chevy's like, you're too dumb. You can never understand me. That was like what he said back immediately. He's like, I would never share my story with you awesome. Because you're too stupid to ever understand my story. And I was like, oh, I got to watch this.
Well, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of those things where you're like, the dude's just going to train wreck himself, and now I got to watch it.
Yeah. And if Jay's in there, I'm definitely watching it because we've talked to him before, and he's great.
How many crazy people? I mean, not that you'd ever mention it, but like,
you want him to air out all those crazy people?
No, it's in Hollywood.
Like,
tell us all your crazies.
Because sometimes, it's weird because like we get to meet a lot of, especially like touring comedians and celebrities that come through Orlando and stuff, and like really almost. We've not had one bad experience really. Like everybody,
just one.
Everybody's real cool and down to earth, and and it makes sense. It's like, well, to work in this business, you kind of have to have that cool personality or like be easy to work with because it's a difficult business to be in. So like it made sense to me that everybody's cool. But then you hear these stories about these prima donnas and these crazy people that and that seems like an old school thing where you could be hard to work with and still get work because there wasn't the pool of I guess distribution or it's just less people.
You couldn't
to work
find
with.
Those people, right?
Yeah. Am I going down the right path or wrong, Steve?
Well, is there a question in there?
The question is,
for you to find the question, Steve.
What I'm going to do is ramble on. You have to figure out what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Typically, we say things. If you can't find the question, that's your fault. That's not our.
All right. Well, I think I found it.
Yeah, thank you.
How many crazy people?
I think he just wants to know who's crazy.
Thank you for finally getting his question. Jesus.
No, what I think. Here's the thing. I don't mind when older actors are moody and crazy, because a good friend of mine was the late Bill Paxton.
Oh yeah, okay, wow, yeah.
And we worked with him on Club Dread. That's when we met him.
Yeah.
And this is, he'd been in Terminator.
Yeah. So
and
the biggest,
Titanic.
Yeah.
And like
Twister.
and True Lies and Twister. Like he had done all these gigantic budget.
Setting like literally top level movie for months.
Yeah.
The top. Worked with James Cameron many times. And when he came on to Club Dread, it's like it's a natural thing. By the way, he wasn't a prima donna at all, but it's like his patience level when things weren't like, top notch, where he'd be like, man, what kind of Mickey Mouse operation is this? And you're like, well, come on. And it's like, and that's, by the way, that's the least level of crust that I've seen from some older actors.
Right. That's like not even a big deal.
No, and with the older actors, you're like, fine. Like, we get it. If they're older than him, it's like, you worked in old Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like with a Donald Sutherland who was in Beer Fest. It's like, and Cloris Leachman, like you guys worked in like the 60s and 70s when like film was king.
Different rules.
The whole thing, right? It's when young actors come in and you're like, you're a dick.
Yeah.
Like, who the are you to be such a young dick?
Yeah.
That's when I get annoyed because it's like you have to earn the right to be a dick. And like there are some young actors who come in and it's like they think they're hot because they're great looking or something, or they're on their second job, and it's like you're gonna like talk yourself out of this industry if you keep acting like that. That's what I don't understand. Is the young dicks. I understand the old dicks.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Especially you've been around, like, even like Paul Mooney, when we met him and stuff, and you're like, this guy's nuts, but he's also a genius comedian.
Yeah.
And he's also been like, worked with Richard Pryor. It's like, he earned the right to be crazy as he wants,
Yeah. He's seen some different things and was formulated a different way. So, of course, when I meet him and talk to him, we didn't mix well,
Steve, is there an opportunity for, and we've seen some like stand-up comics like self-distribute and like not partner with bigger companies and stuff, and like, hey, I'm just going to sell this stuff myself or put it out myself. Is that really a viable business plan? Because one, it's like you can do that nowadays. Like you can make a movie and just put it on the internet. There's no money. Like I don't know where the money would come from, or like if it's just pure promotion, or you just want to get out there. So, like, have you seen that work?
I think I have seen it work.
Okay.
I think it definitely works. If you have the ability to get it out there to the amount of people. I mean, you're cutting out the people who are going to take a huge chunk of your money, and ownership is king. So like Florida Man Games, it's like if you own something outright, first of all, if you get into a business situation, you'll have all the leverage in the world.
Okay.
But if you're collecting 100% of something, it's way better than whatever split you're going to be given with somebody else. But you have to have the means to do it. It's like you think about, like, I know Louis C.K. did it, started to do it.
He was kind of forced to do it, though, right? Because people.
No, he did it before.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and
that's
unfortunately, he did. He actually, when he did it before, I think he was one of the most successful independent. And then the news story or the scandal, however you want to frame it, broke afterwards. But he was kind of going down that path to kind of, I think, pull everything back and do everything on his own. It's what it seemed like he was going to do.
And because
I think he's done it
because he had the means. He was at the height of his popularity. He hadn't been. Those accusations hadn't come out
right.
yet.
Yeah.
And so he decided to just self-distribute through his website, and his first thing was hugely successful. And I don't even remember what he was charging, but he
I bought it. It was $5.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
The first one he did, I remember, it was right before the scandal broke, because if you'll remember, I had this would have been 2012-ish. I think, because I just exited Real Radio. I'd resigned.
Okay.
And Mike Aiello took me to see Louis C.K., and this is before anything, Todd Glass opened for him. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, what am I getting to see? And he was plugging, and I was like, what? This guy's going to sell his own thing? And sure enough, you go on his website, and you click this, and it was very rudimentary. It was like, it did not look fancy. It was like, you clicked a little thing, you put your credit card in, $5, and then you got audio. You got an MP3.
Yeah.
It was like not a big deal. You know? Like,
It's a
crazy.
weird though equation though, because like as you get more and more famous, then it's easier to self-distribute because your name's big enough. Like you could obviously get on any media, promote it, and because your
to
name
kind of push
alone,
it through.
Yeah. But then the more famous you get, it's like why try to do it myself when it's so much more work? I'll just partner up with another company than them do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like a lot more work to self-distribute. And you only can do it if you're famous enough to promote it yourself. But then if you're that famous, you might as well partner with a company to make it easier on yourself. So it's like right in the middle where it's like, should I partner with someone and give them a percentage or do it myself? I guess it's hard to.
Well, I think the moral of the story there, TC, is that at some point in your life, you do have to work hard.
Damn it.
You have to do something.
Did you write that down? Going back to Florida Man games for a second.
That sucks, Steve.
Sorry to break it to you, bro.
I want the easy path.
You just want to be a no-name, nobody guy who puts something out and makes billions of dollars.
Yes,
Now you got it.
I want that too.
Yeah, man.
Did you have a hard time locking down the concept or the name Florida Man Games? Were other people trying to like squat on it or keep it? Because that was another thing I was surprised. I'm always surprised when anybody has like the official name for anything. You know, like you go to get something and they're like, it has a real name. I'm like, how the hell did you do
especially
that?
when big companies are already kind of using it, and then you got to worry about them being like, we own it's Florida Man.
Yeah. Did you have to jump through any of those hoops?
It was a very rough first year because, I mean, you're right. Everybody in the world who owned a Florida Man trademark was like, hey, no, buddy, wait a second.
Right.
But, I was very careful to trademarking was a big deal. I spent a lot of money trying to get like lawyers to help me do this stuff right. Because I knew this was something that could be big, and I wanted to make sure all that legal shit was in order from the beginning. So it was something where we trademarked it right, we classified it correctly, and with trademarks and things like that, it's like if you have a beer that's called Florida Man and I have a athletic competition called Florida Man, it's not the same. We're not in the same ballpark, right? Yeah. So that was. I mean, all the money I made the first year was spent on trying to make sure the Florida Man Games was solidified.
That's the answer I wanted. That is the honest answer of a hard-working Florida Man.
So let's talk about the Florida Man Games again. What time of day does it start? How long does it go? And tell us about, besides from the competitions, what else is going on at the event?
Yeah, so gates are going to open at 9 o'clock. We're going to have Lane Pittman, who is the guy who was the Hurricane headbanger. With the American flag.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I love that guy.
He does our national anthem every year. He plays a sick rendition of the national anthem on electric guitar.
Has he made a living off of just that one?
Not quite as big as QAnon Shaman, but he's kissing his heels. He's nipping.
Well, that's because the lawyers got involved.
Yeah, they do. The Shaman's running for office. So he's got my vote.
Yeah, I think he does well, man. I think Lane Pittman does really well off of just being that guy. But so you're going to go in there. We're going to have like mechanical gators to ride. Everybody else has a mechanical bull. We have the only mechanical gator in the state of Florida.
There's mechanical dudes you can get too.
I don't.
You grab onto the pecker. It's awesome. They're awesome. I've been trying to get Tom to buy one. He says it's gay. I don't know.
Is this a Florida thing though? Because this has to be a Florida theme.
But it's real. It's Key West. And real. If you go so far south.
What's Key West? Everyone's gay in Key West.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you're not, you are. If you're there, if you're partying correctly, if you're doing it right.
Yeah, man. So gates are going to open at 11. We're going to do like team introductions at 10:30. Tell you who's all out there.
Nice.
Let you get familiar with the teams a little bit, and then we go straight into national anthem. And first competition hits at 11 o'clock. I think that's going to be the Naked Rampage that we start out with.
Oh, what's that?
Naked Rampage is
Tom's interested in all that. They got a horny Florida man.
And this is the guy that won't buy the naked, the mechanical dude.
Hold on a second.
Okay. So you guys probably heard about that story a few months ago where the naked guy broke into somebody's backyard and just absolutely trashed the backyard.
Okay, I did
just
see this
simply
headline.
because he's a Florida man. Yeah. So we're going to try and replicate that. We're going to.
Well, he was on meth or some sort of.
Well, you know how good it is to be naked on meth, just throwing things around.
But that's Florida. Everybody's naked on meth, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's 3 key ingredients to a good Florida man story: nudity, meth, Walmart. Right.
Okay,
The only one we
yeah.
didn't have there was Walmart.
Okay.
So we're going to replicate that. We're going to put pool noodles in between everybody's legs. We're actually going to hog tie them at the legs.
Okay.
So it's a little harder for them to get around, and they're going to have to destroy everything they can in their neighbor's backyard. It's going to be all 12 teams at once, so it's just going to be like a melee of dudes out there swinging their noodles and knocking over.
There we go.
And
a lot of good greasy noodle swinging.
that's right. Like Steve mentioned, I think we jump into bull whips after that.
Okay.
Bull whips and beer cans and bad decisions. And then we've got two events that I have not announced yet, but I think I want to break something here on your show.
All right, let's do it.
Breaking news.
We, I have about 15 cattle prods at my house that I need to use for this event. So I think, what else am I going to use them for? What else? Yeah, what else am I going to use them for? Right. So I think we're going to do sort of a blindfolded cattle prod Marco Polo type of deal out there.
All right.
Where we put all 12 guys out there on the field armed with cattle prods and like last man standing.
You ever
wins
been
the
hit by a
competition.
I can't even say it. It's a cattle prod.
I
It's
imagine
fun.
I've been hit by a taser.
I've been hit by a taser, not by a cattle prod.
Which I imagine is pretty similar.
I mean, yeah, well, it's a taser for cows.
Yeah,
you know? yeah.
yeah, it's probably stronger.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And it always looks sort of like it could go in your butt.
Now, the judge.
That's how you see everything.
It really is. You know what my
getting
wife
a
says? He
theme
sounds
here.
just like my wife.
It all comes back to the butt.
It all comes back to the butt. Forever. Florida.
So is someone judging the competitions, or is it just like is it like win or
It's
lose?
like Quad Wars.
Yeah. How's that work?
We've got a team of refs out there who are going to kind of be keeping score. Throwing flags on when people up and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so there are, they're trying to keep it, between the lines a little bit.
Slightly
yeah,
awful.
and we got to do that because a lot of betting sites offer lines on the Florida Man games.
Oh, really?
I was astounded to find out after last year that there were like 3 betting sites that were letting you bet on the Florida Man games.
Oh, you better get an edge right now. You got the guy. You can fix it. Right now. You can fix it.
I'm doing all right. Well, they lowered the limit, so all I can win is $100, but I'm going to win it.
By the way, wanted to do it.
I'll ask Pete before, and I'll call Steve and like, hey, which one is going to win?
The problem is I'm going to charge you $50,000 for the answers. So,
But the
you
bottom
better
line is
make
like,
more than 50.
I just, it's like when you're an idea man, like I am,
Okay,
you
yeah.
see these opportunities.
Yeah.
My ears perked up just now. Like kind of like in horse racing, when like they like dose the horses to like perform badly. I'm gonna get in on that.
man.
I see an opportunity to make some money here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And Steve, when you see this going on, and you see that no one's obviously you can go on YouTube and see video of this, but it's like there's not a show involved in this, and there needs to be something, and this is why you are involved. It's like, hey, I need to package this together and put this out there for the world to see, right?
Well, because when we spoke a year ago, I actually calendar wise I couldn't come and do the thing.
Yeah.
But then I saw it on ESPN, and then it was Dre.
Yeah.
When we came down for spring break to Miami, and he was like, "Have you heard of this thing called the Florida Man Games?" I was like, "Yes, I've heard of the Florida Man Games."
You're mad.
Have you heard of the Florida Man Games? And he's like, I saw this thing. They got this evading arrest thing, and I was like, I know it's good, it's solid, and it's something that we haven't seen before, and it's something that we should put out there in like a real fashion, like 6 episodes, 8 episodes. Make it like one of these like strongman competitions on ESPN2 that you see late at night.
Who did a good job of that? I'll give them their flowers. I think that they did a good job when they brought it back because they bracketed it. So, and they did an amazing big bracket was BattleBots. Mm-hmm. When they did it like last year. They brought it back, and it's like the second season they've done it. But when they brought it back, they're like, we're going to start with 78 teams.
Yeah,
and then they narrowed it down, and you can watch all the episodes. There's tons of episodes, but they all go through, and they do narrow it down to like down to 6 guys, and then you get your finals. But it was really well done. Like I would love to see like a really well produced.
Yes.
Actually, I'd really rather go out there and see it live.
You gotta
which
see it live,
You can
for
do
sure.
right now. Get in there now before like it gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Get in there
Sell
now.
out.
Well, that's the thing, and that's the thing. It's like, when Pete and I were still we're talking about it initially. My real point was like, because I know Pete had been talking to some people about that, and then of course you have sponsors who were like, well, we don't like this element of it. It seems too irresponsible, or like some of the contestants are drinking beer. Can we get rid of that element of it? And there was a lot of like caution.
Yeah.
Overly cautious people who wanted to get involved, like, potentially do something with this thing, which isn't in the spirit of the games, which was my pitch to Pete. Number one, the live event is the most important thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't want what I'm, like trying to do to interfere with the live event at all, because what I really responded to was the lawlessness of the live event.
Yeah.
And the live event is the baby. That's the original thing. So, like, that's not ever going to get with. And now I've lost my train of thought, but that's
Yeah, you're not here to change it. You want to document it and then and leave it how it is. But you want to tell the story of what this is.
Exactly. And you guys are saying you got to see it live. You absolutely have to see this live. And so the challenge for me then would be like, all right, how do you capture that? Find people who want to put that on TV or whatever it is that aren't afraid of putting that sort of like lawlessness and edginess out there. And it's actually pretty liberating. Like we've had a couple meetings with people, and when you know that that's the directive, like we're actually not going to with what the real product is.
Yeah.
It makes it really easy to say no to people. And when you can say no to those people, then you have all the leverage, and they're shocked.
So in a weird way, keeping your original ideology, keeping the original, like, no, the mission statement was X, it was this, and never varying from it makes your life easier, because it's not that that's a bad thing. It's just like, if you don't like that or you want more caution, this isn't your games.
Exactly.
This isn't a good fit.
So what we need are partners that are like-minded, and if that's not you, that's okay. Because what we're not going to do is change what is the essence, what's at the heart of the Florida Man games.
Which is what makes it fun.
Because it's Florida. And it's like the whole attitude is we don't give a shit about your rules and your regulations and, and your laws, man.
Yeah. Man, when I tell Andres that this is all his idea, it's going to make his life.
I was going to advise you not to say that, because he's going to...
I'm going to text him. He's going to run out of school right now.
He's a teacher. Mr. Florida Man games. He's
going to quit his teacher job.
No, I'm Mr. Florida Man game.
I've been telling him, like, hey, you should drive up for this. We'll go out there.
I'm hoping they all come, because Tiffany's coming.
Okay.
We're bringing the boys.
Okay. You're bringing the boys. You can't let your boys see.
You gotta see it.
I didn't advise him to do that. I advised him against that.
They may want to come to Florida.
You got California boys. They can't handle Florida.
What if these Cali boys want to become Florida boys?
Hold on a second.
Are they Florida boys?
You know what? I don't like that tone in your voice.
No. I'm asking.
No, they're Florida.
They're Florida boys.
Well, they love come to Miami for spring break.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got their friends here. It's everybody's kids are like, those are my friends in Miami.
Well, they got a Florida mom, and you get no matter where
Do you
your
know
Florida
how strong
mom.
Florida mom blood is? Oh my God, it's strong,
dude. That Florida mom blood, she is. So by the way, when I went off to shoot Super Troopers 3, I was gone for 2 months, 2+ months, and when I came back, so Grandma, Tiffany's mom showed up and helped cover while I was gone, and then stayed for another month. But I sat down at the dinner table that first night, and those boys were swearing in Spanish. They were making dick and boner jokes at the dinner table. I was like, boys, you can't say those things here. There's your mother and your grandmother's present, and Grandma's just laughing at the whole thing. And I'm like, you're undercutting the lesson I'm trying to teach these boys.
Oh, yeah.
But what had happened was they had made a full shift to Florida.
Florida grandmas.
I wasn't even going to bring that up. A Florida mom is one thing, but a Florida grandma, good Lord.
Well, they're
teaching kids. They're
obsessed now.
They'll teach you how to shoot a gun.
No, I know, and it's like the bright line. They're obsessed with the bright line body count.
Yeah.
They're obsessed now with Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they want to go to that convenience store. And get some merch.
Oh, they're gonna love the Florida Man games.
No, and now they're all like, "Well, Mom's from Florida, Dad. You know, Mom's." I'm like, "Honey," and they're like, "She's from Florida. Let her be. She's from Florida." So they're into the culture, and they're dying to come see the Florida Man games.
Perfect.
That's funny.
And I'm like, "Well, it was So the night before, but by the way, the nice thing about the Florida Man games too is it's not just the events. There's also, like we're talking about, like the alligator riding.
Yeah.
There's like between the events, there's a carnival atmosphere. I think.
Yeah.
With like attractions, there's like a professional, like a high-end mullet barber.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna
We gotta be able to offer a guy to cut you a mullet cut on site.
On-site mullet cuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But top tier mullet cuts.
Top tier, the toppest of tiers.
So
I love it.
before we run out of time, where can we get everybody get tickets?
Real easy, thefloridamangames.com.
All right, get your tickets
There you
now.
go.
And
Get 'em now.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. Are there like VIP and regular, or just one
VIP
GA?
regular.
Okay.
Yeah, VIP's only $120. Regular's only $40. It's easy to get out there, man. You're going to see all these cool people. Steve, Cletus, OMG, it's Wix. All these cool people going to be out there.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely going to be out there.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring my daughter out there now that I know Steve's bringing his kids.
Yeah.
I'll bring my everybody
sons.
out there.
I always say
Yeah.
it's family friendly enough, but your kids are going to learn new words.
Well, we just went to the Magic game, and the guy from Boston that sat behind us used every word in, there's no curse. He used the C word, and Maisie had to ask me what the C word is. I'm like, I think you're ready for Florida Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that Magic game was spicier than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I
remember.
don't know about that.
Like 12 years ago, or like when I talked to Steve about having kids, I think it was before I had kids, he told me, and I thought it was crazy at the time. He's like, well, you just
this.
wait. When you have kids, you'll love them so much, you want to make out with them. And then I was like, what the hell? And then I remember the day.
Making out with his kids.
Oh, my
And I've
God.
been making out with my sons every day
and they're
since.
boys. Yeah, which is weird.
And you were right, Steve. Yeah.
Every day he gets home, he's like, boys, go get your wigs. Make out time.
By the way, you know what though? It stops when they go through puberty.
That's just like,
Hey, you want to make out? No, I got hair on my pecker. Bye.
Yeah. Well, no. Oh Jesus, there's a whole can of worms here. But like,
I'm going to leave the camera shot on.
no.
Pete, you can leave. We're talking about making out with our sons.
Yeah.
If you don't have a son you make out with, you can leave the
I do
room.
not want to be on camera for this
No,
part.
Pete Melfi, stay right here. No, it's like, when your kids are born, they're drooling on their lips. They're like, look at you, and then you just want to be like, I love you so much.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, that's still, with the 11-year-old boy, I'm like, he's still so cute. Like, I still feel that way about him. Sometimes you're going to crunch their bones.
Yeah, you want to scrunch them up.
Yeah, but the 14-year-old boy, like, now he's just gross. Like, now his skin is bad. He smells.
Yeah. I heard they get gross.
He's a pervert.
There's socks everywhere. You're like, oh my God, I know what you're doing.
Dude, it's like, it's crazy. And honestly, this new generation, like, he says things and does things that I never would have said to my parents. And I'm a crazy person. Like, I was, like, growing up, it was like, oh, and people still say it, like, oh, Lemmy's crazy.
Yeah.
And he, like, says things that shock me. And I'm like why? Like he wakes up. He's in the morning. He's just sitting there with his boner in his pajamas, and he's like, "Hey, everyone check." Like, and he talks about how big his is.
That's 2026 father-son relationship.
Yeah, but he's in front of his mom too, and she's like, "All right, everybody, get dressed." And she hands the kids their clothes, and he hung his school shirt off his boner, and I was like, dude, like, you can't. He's like, why? I'm proud of it.
Awesome.
It's so big.
Look at this
And I never would have done that in front of my mom.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? But I would have, right? Like,
you did.
My dad and I, I don't know if we're running at it. We're out of time. Yeah. But,
now we're out of time.
I'll tell you a story.
We can get into
feel
it.
better. I'll make you feel better.
Well, Steve, Pete, thanks for coming by.
Thank you,
Really
man.
That was
appreciate
awesome,
it.
you guys.
Again, the Florida Man Games are coming up. Get your tickets, thefloridamangames.com.
Get them.
And we will be right back. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Come on over and hang out on all social media platforms at Tom and Dan Live. If you want to find out what's going on, if you want to see some of the clips Melissa's putting out, where our events are, some of our bar partners and people we work with, all at Tom and Dan Live.
Yep. Also, if you want a delicious bagel, swing by Jeff's Bagel Run. There's probably a location near you.
Pizza Week.
Yeah,
it's Pizza Week right now, and I've yet to imbibe. And get some Otis coffee too. Everything that they have there at Jeff's, whether it's the bagels, whether it's the handmade spreads, whether it's the cookie bars. Like I've been really drumming on the cookie bars lately because I'm a cookie monster.
Don't sleep. I mean Valentine's Day is coming up. Yeah. They've got some specials. Jeff's always doing bagel of the day. Easiest thing to do.
White pizza is the bagel of the day today,
okay.
And we had some listeners that already sent it to me. They're already trained to take a photo of their bagel and send it to me, and it kind of makes me mad because I didn't get one this morning. So
use hashtag TD Bagel. Yep. We just saw our buddy Richard from the BDM page went by, drove out of his way to Jeff's Bagel Run. We appreciate that.
Appreciate you, buddy.
And
I'll say go Man U, even though I'm an Arsenal fan and you guys beat us.
And we use those pictures, so don't think it's a waste. Like we screenshot that and send it to them, and like see our listeners are going, and you guys get to benefit from delicious Jeff's Bagel Run.
Yeah, and you mentioned the app, right? Sorry, I was lining
free
something.
App.
Yeah, and you get a free bagel when you get the app for the first time. They're going to gift you something just for using it. So there you go. All right, it is Weird Job time. I know what our weird job is, but I kind of feel like the song that I created for it is going to require a little bit of like some setup. So when you are on a plane, what do people wear on a plane? Like when they're on a plane,
pajamas.
Thank you. Oh my God! It was. Why could we not be on password? Why could that not have been for $1 million? Then the confetti falls. I'm hugging you. We're kissing each other.
Everybody knows you're about to go out and fly across the country. Yeah. You're going to like a busy ass airport.
Yes.
And get on a plane, which is, the plane's not gigantic.
Yeah.
It's pretty up close and personal.
Thousands of people on it, so why would you not want to be in your intimates? You want to be wearing your intimates when you're sitting on 1,000-person, have been sitting on the person plane.
We'll bitch about that.
I wrote a song about it.
The excuse is I want to be comfortable, like... We're not living in the Middle Ages. Like your other clothes are comfortable.
Yeah,
you don't have to wear pajamas while you're going to sleep.
Okay, I'm going to blow your mind. My grandfather would laugh at me because I'm wearing dungarees or jeans or denim.
Yeah.
Denim was considered to not be that comfortable, but guess what? It is now.
Yeah.
It's like sweatpants, and you can wear it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, they make sweatpants look like jeans.
Yes, they do.
So you should at least hide it. Don't tell the world I'm so lazy I won't even put on pants for this flight.
So I wrote a song about
do it for yourself.
Do it for yourself. Have some respect. Have some respect for yourself.
Have some GD respect for yourself.
Not even for the others around you. Have some respect for. But
do it for yourself.
Do it for yourself. The name of this song.
Show your kids that.
The name of this rap song. I wrote a rap song because I know younger people love rap, and we do have a younger person here.
All right.
I wrote a rap song called "Why Do Everybody Wear Pajamas on an Airplane?"
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
All right.
Why do everybody wear pajamas on an airplane? Why do everybody be taking off their gross ass shoes?
Gross ass shoes.
Why do everybody wear pajamas on an airplane? Kanye apologized to the Jews.
He did. It's the Wall Street Journal. Kanye. He apologized to the Jews.
What the hell did you add that?
Because it rhymes. Shoes and Jews. It rhymes. I was looking for a rhyme. That's how my mind works. I was sitting there. I was like, oh, shoes. Oh, Kanye. He apologized to the Jews in the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. I feel like the fact that he even picked the Wall Street Journal is also makes him racist.
All right. Off to the weird job. All right.
It's like, where'd you publish this? Every bagel shop across the country. Like, that's racist, Kanye. You're crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, and by the way, it does not help.
Yeah,
it doesn't change anything.
You should have just dug a hole, got inside of it, and shoveled the dirt on top of yourself. All right.
So we're doing a weird job today, and Alex is with us. How you doing, Alex?
Hi, I'm doing well.
So I think my song. I should have asked you. I should have run that by you.
So if you probably guessed that our weird job today is about being a flight attendant.
Yes, because there's a woman here. If it were about pilot, there would be a man.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Alex is a pilot,
I know she
technically.
is.
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up, but I was going to wait it for the big reveal.
She can fly a plane
I know
if she
can.
needed to. It would be real. You'd be sweating.
Yeah, it'd be fine. It'd be
I was just
fine.
saying, like,
we
I
would look good
I'd be
going
like, you
down.
can do
Let's
this.
just hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we would look great going down.
Yeah.
You know, guess who can't ever take classes? Mr. Anxiety Medication. I'm not allowed.
Well, you just don't tell him.
Yeah. Oh, he figured me out.
You never tell them your anxiety medication. Anyway, so Alex, my first question is, how are flight attendants with the word stewardess? Because I almost said it, and then I realized that's an antiquated term.
What's an old man kind of a thing, right?
So how is the term stewardess in the flight attendant community in 2026?
It's just old.
Okay, it's old.
But you're
don't
not
need to get-
offended
you don't
by
need-
it, right? Or are you?
I don't know.
Okay, all right,
not.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not easily offended.
Yeah.
But
You're tough.
Well,
You're
Alex
smart.
is tough
Maybe-
like your mom.
Yeah.
people around me are. But yeah, it's just old. It's just an old term. We have new terms now.
Okay, all right. So,
No,
Like
That's the new
sweetie and sugar tea. and hey, Mick Ultra, baby.
so let's
But
start.
there's no booze on flights anymore, right? Like,
What? Of course we do.
But it used to be every flight. It used to be if you got in a plane for like 5 seconds, they're like, here's your beers. But now it's like you got to be going somewhere substantial to get a beer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's the heyday is done, baby. When you used to get on there to jump from here to Miami and they're just shoving all these beers. No, that's done.
Not anymore.
Well, things obviously change. People realize, like, hey, I want cheaper tickets, and with that, you're not getting some opulent service like you used to. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, and people are like, "Where's my service?" Like, you're the one that wanted the cheap tickets. What the hell are we supposed to do?
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you complained about it so much that you made it affordable for the scumbags.
Yeah. Oh,
And when you do that, you're going to have to tolerate them a little bit.
And I know you don't know like internal business numbers, but I've been seeing articles about how, and have you seen this? How Ozempic and peptides have actually, they project that it's going to save the airline industry like some ridiculous amount of money in jet fuel because people weigh less. Like, that's crazy, right?
It's also very sad.
Yeah. And
Right? Like, what
I also don't believe it because I'm like,
I mean,
it can't be that much.
yeah.
But if you think about it, like if overall America weighs less, like you're using less fuel.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, look around.
Yeah. Like,
Is it that much? I mean, like,
I guess, but that's the thing about like when you're taking everybody into account. Like, if it drops down, like everything.
We have an expert here. Have you noticed less disgusting fat slobs on any of your flights? When you're up there flying around with these slobs,
one
have you
person
noticed?
can't notice it. It's just
Has it been
nationwide.
has it been easier for you to walk the aisles of your plane?
No. I do know that every single person I know is on Ozempic.
yeah. I'm telling you. It does make a difference.
You're so honest.
So, Alex, let's talk about the job of flight attendant. So, what kind of like trainings evolved from the very start of it? Is it, and then also, is there a lot of positions that are open? Are they looking for flight attendants now? Like, I know you've been. How long have you been a flight attendant?
9 years. this
9
month,
years.
yeah.
Okay. So, is it easy to get this job?
I would say no.
Okay.
The statistics
Harder
have
than
definitely
ice.
changed.
Sorry,
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, harder than ice.
Yeah, before I think there were like some statistics. It was harder to become a flight attendant than like to get into Harvard statistically, which I don't know that exact number.
Oh, that sounds like the
I know.
Hold on.
He loves these kind of things because it shuts his brain down, and then he can't move on with life until he.
We're talking statistics here. We're talking statistics.
Well, so like if I wanted to become a flight attendant now,
You look like a flight attendant. Can I give you a compliment? Take the compliment, please.
Okay.
He never takes any compliment. In a day and age when he and I are going in opposite directions of looks, he will not let me
I
give
can't
him
look like a cop and a flight attendant.
You kind of look like a gay cop flight attendant.
Yeah. You can't be both. It's
You
gotta be
can't.
one or the other.
You can't be a little bit.
No.
You know what's made you more flight attendant? Your hair's longer. When you had the shorter hair, you're more cop.
Well, Crystal wants me to have longer hair, and it's driving me crazy because I can
It
only
looks good.
I can only swoop the top so high
It looks
it
good.
starts falling.
It looks good. You need product.
Yeah, but
And you know that's always been the bane of his hair's existence is product.
Yeah.
He cannot stay with his product.
Yeah, but you know, like when they Colin Jost. Sorry, Alex, we'll get back to that.
Yeah. We got to talk about Tom's hair for a second. So pipe down over there.
Like, because people have said, like, oh yeah, I've seen Colin Jost. Like, he's a white dude. You're a white dude. He's got a big old swoopy.
He looks like a gay flight attendant.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, but he's got a professional hairdresser every day. Doing his hair
and a lot of product in his hair.
Yeah,
Tons.
but they're doing it right before he goes on camera. Like, I got to do mine in the morning. It's got to last to the afternoon.
And you put headphones on top of it.
Yeah, my swoop just gets droopier and droopier.
And lately, the business has been rough, so we've been rubbing our hands up and down our faces like stressed out businessmen do, where you literally pull
It's hard being a podcaster in 2026.
It's never been hard. You know what?
Why everybody's doing it, Alex?
You know what I discovered in 2026, Alex, with podcasts? Number one, everyone's doing it. Correct. Number two, everyone hates podcasts. Weird.
How can there be both?
I'm just messing around.
I was looking at it. I was like, there's like Jennifer Aniston is doing a podcast.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's called My Hard Nipples.
Why the hell is she doing a podcast? Get out of here, Aniston.
You smoky ass voice.
Yeah. Leave some for the rest of us. You're already a movie star. You have unlimited money. Why the hell are you doing this?
I said this to Carmen Morales when she was in here, and she had her podcast. And I was like, "Oh, you comedians are coming in here, and there's not enough for all of us." And she's like, "There's plenty for everyone."
Yeah.
You lied.
You diluted the system.
Lied to me.
You know,
Okay, anyway, that felt good. Felt good to get that off my chest.
And force us go back to radio. Stinks.
A flight attendant. I'm going to be the smallest, ugliest, oldest flight attendant.
You know, man, I'll be a flight attendant. Like, okay, so let's talk about the benefits of a flight attendant. So, now the hours are weird. Let's describe
nuts.
Let's describe your schedule. So, what's a typical flight attendant schedule? It was different when you started than it is now because you get tenure, and then therefore you get a little bit better of a schedule as you move on.
Yeah, definitely. I just have more control over my schedule now with seniority. It's all seniority based.
Okay.
My typical month, I think I now work 5 days a week, but I used to work 1 3-day a week. And so I leave on day 1 and then I get back on day 3 to my house. So like while I'm there, I'm flying like 3 to 4 flights a day, laying over in some city that I end up in on whatever random Tuesday that is. Wake up the next day, fly a couple flights, end up in a different city, sleep there, wake up day 3, fly a couple flights, and then I end up back in Orlando.
Gotcha. So it's literally 3 full days that you are gone.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting part about this job.
And you don't really know where you're going?
I know where I'm going. We can be like rerouted.
Okay.
At any
So
time.
for the most part, you know where you're going.
Yeah.
But
And so in that time,
exciting.
like what's your average work day as far as like, is it come out to be around 8 hours? Like how do they when does your workday start? Is it when you get into the airport? How does that work? Because like obviously you're gone from your house for 3 days, but technically there's only so many hours on the clock, and then it's like but you still have to sleep in a hotel and you're in something,
or do they have like lodging for you, or is it a hotel?
No, it's always a hotel. Yeah, we don't like choose any of that stuff though. It comes like on the rotation, and like we know what hotel we're staying in, and they have transportation for us to pick us up from the airport to the hotel back in the morning. Like we don't have to do any of that.
You know, that surprises me, and I'll tell you why, and see if you agree with this. I am shocked that big companies, big airlines, put up their staff in hotels without doing what comedy clubs and other cheap people have been doing for decades, where they build their own horrible Airbnb for you guys, or a horrible little building that has terrible amenities, and they stuff you all in there and they make you lump it. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I think
it's weird that like over years and years and years of air travel, they haven't ever thought to have their own places. They just work with other, I guess it's not their business. Our business is planes.
And I think that's the thing. It's just cheaper for them to make a deal with all the Marriotts around the country and be like, hey, we'll give you some flat rate to to house our flight attendants.
Does that get old, or is it still kind of cool? I still get excited at hotels.
I love it.
Okay, I would be too. I'd be excited. Tom lately has been saying that you're going through a phase now where you go into hotels and you're just like, I got to use it all. You know, he's like,
no, well, I just say it's not as good as my home bed.
Yeah.
Like, and unless it's a really fancy, nice hotel, any hotel I stay at now, And you'll realize this, Alex, as you get older and become an old man or old lady in your case.
Back pain.
No.
Sciatica, acting up.
You'll just be like
You'll be laughing and pee a little in your panties. That's what women do. Men, you just can't pee. We just won't be able to pee.
You're like, the hotel room has lost its luster, and I'd rather be at my own bed in my own house. And it's
at
not
your own
exciting
little
anymore.
Racist breakfast cafe.
So back to the hours you work. So like, let's say your hub is in Atlanta. So you fly into Atlanta. Like in your case, you go to Orlando. You fly into Atlanta. Is that when your hourly wage starts?
That's a great question.
Or does none of that get taken into account, like the travel to Atlanta, and then once you get there, that's when it starts?
That's when it starts. Is when you like start your trip.
Okay,
so yeah, like you're talking about commuting. So my commute to work would be on a plane to Atlanta, right, to start my trip. And that whole commuting time would not be paid whatsoever.
Yeah. So that's the I guess the downside is, and that's probably when you start. And I remember you going through this when you start as a greenhorn, as they call them. What do they call rookie flight attendants? Like
just junior flight attendants.
There's no derogatory term. You know?
No.
Yeah.
It's not a crab fishing boat.
Well, like I want some good stuff, right? Like I want the stuff that we shouldn't know. That's why I use the voice changer for her so she can tell the real stuff. Like female cops, peach fuzz. That's what I want. I want something gritty and like misogynistic and bad.
Yeah, the firefighters and the cops, they're bullying the new guy, the rookie. They're dumping water on his head.
Like in the military. Savannah's told us some of the military, like mattress backs or something, like because they're always on their mattress.
In the flight attendant world, none of that. Okay. They don't bully which they could use a little bit of bullying. It's good for everybody, I think. But so your actual time doesn't start until you get to your hub, and then let's say you get a flight to Seattle and back. And so the flight there is just one day, or is it per the hour of the flight, or how does that work?
It just depends on like how Delta. How they build the trip. You can do Seattle and back in one day totally, and that could be one duty day. We do have like rules and regulations on like how long your duty day can be. So it just depends on like if the legalities like work out on that one day. So that would obviously be a really long day. It's about 10 hours in one day. We can be on duty, I think, for like 13 hours a day. Most of my trips are not that long where like I'm up and I'm dressed and I'm in the airport and like I'm serving people for that long. But like the amount of time that I'm paid could be only half of that because I'm only working 3 2-hour flights.
Okay.
So then like my hourly pay doesn't pay me, or it pays me like just for those like hours that I'm like physically working on the plane. So I can be on duty for 13 and only paid for 6 with my hourly wage.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it does. It does.
And then I know that forever, like me and my wife have been utilizing the benefits of flight attendant as far as like buddy passes and stuff like that. And so when you are a flight attendant, and for most airlines, you get to fly for free, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Are there any like really stingy airlines that are like, nah, dog, like we're like IKEA and we never have a sale. If you want to
like
use
a Spirit or a Southwest?
Yeah, like we'll pay you good, we'll give you good benefits, but the whole free flying stuff, that's done. We're not doing that.
I don't know. I only know about my own company.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I'm guessing that they do offer that to everybody, even the cheap airlines, because it draws a lot of employees. Because that benefit of flying anywhere for free it's huge, but it's also, and if this makes sense, like if I'm the boss, I'm like, well, a lot more people will be attracted to this than even use it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more like fantasy.
Well, flying around the world is a fantasy, yes.
And then it's more of like it attracts a lot of new hires that I want them to fantasize about flying to Rome and flying across the country.
Like everybody in the Army is going to be shooting a machine gun outside of a helicopter right into paradise, but instead you're in like New Jersey riding a paperwork. I get what you're saying.
So it's like you don't want to take that away because that will ruin the fantasy of jet setting around the world, which a lot of flight attendants do, which I've seen Alex do, but there are a lot of flight attendants that don't take advantage of it. And
well, maybe they can't.
Oh yeah, because you're busy or whatever, like
your family or whatever your circumstances,
and you still have to pay even if you fly to an awesome place. Like it's expensive. You got to live. You got to you got to pay all the tourism fees that everybody else pays. Like the flight's just free.
And the irony of us talking to you today, or like I guess the coincidence rather of today is the last day that Southwest will be doing their pick your own seat deal. That's done.
Yeah.
It goes away today. That's done.
Really? Why do you think they took that away, Alex?
I think because they're watching the bigger airlines do much better business-wise because people want to pay for the premium product. And so if you're coming on and there is not like a specific area of the airplane that you are allowed to sit in because of how much you paid, I think people are realizing that they actually like paying extra and getting more.
This is my girl right here. Everything she just said is me. You know that, right? That's me. Like, that's why JetBlue always got me, because they were like, hey, would you like to upgrade so you're sitting in a better seat? I'm like, absolutely I would. Every airline that asks me that, I'm ready to upgrade.
I'm not joking.
Because I'm that guy.
If they let me pay $100 to ride where the luggage goes,
I know he would. That's how different we are.
If they said, hey, you don't even have a seat.
Dog carrier.
If you just stand, you just have to stand in the back. And then
Hold on, I might stand in the back. That's not bad.
And then like, no seat, just stand in the back.
What do I do during takeoff and landing?
Just stand. You can stand and take off.
No, they don't let you. But
it's all.
I have to lay under somebody's seat.
I'll sign a consent form saying like I understand the risk or whatever. No one's gonna crash. It's fine. Like you can take off in the standing up. Everything's fine.
I want to sit in that little seat that the
jump seat all out.
They look so cool. Like they are the coolest looking seat.
Well, Alex has sat in a jump seat lots of times, and it sucks, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's not comfortable.
They can't put a little more extra padding on that.
Well, that's for the employees. If I'm Mr. West, I wouldn't even give him a seat. I mean, go in the luggage. Anyway,
go down with the dogs.
So,
do dogs travel on planes anymore? Tom and I were talking about that. That's
I'm sure some airlines still do. I do not think that my airline does.
Yeah, we don't see any.
Like they don't put them in a cage underneath anymore.
I think there has to be special circumstances and like maybe special paperwork and stuff for like that to happen, but it's not as common as it used to be just because the dogs could escape like on the tarmac and go running like out, and they lose.
How would you even know if a Yorkie got sucked into an engine? You wouldn't even know.
So it's bigger than a bird, and Bird's got that one plane, which I was surprised about. I was like, Birds took it down. Well, that's scary.
They're the OG flyers, Birds. When they're like, I'm like, did you guys not know that those are the only thing up there besides you?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
That's like, okay, step one to making an airplane engine, make it impervious to the things that are up there with it.
So going back to people using their free flying around, if you're a flight attendant, do you see a lot of your coworkers use that, or is it like I was speculating, a lot of people don't use it as much as they could?
Definitely don't use it as much as they could.
Yeah.
I think I have met people that use it way more than me, but I think out of like even my friend group and just everyday people that I work with, I think I probably use it more than anyone else.
Gotcha.
Have you noticed since you've started doing this, are Tom and I, would we be surprised at some of the things that people say to you? Is it better than we think? With people, we're going to kind of go back to like people with wearing pajamas on a plane. Because like I have witnessed some people that I'm like, wow, that's a rude person. Or is it better than that? Because I would like to think that in the multitude of all the flights you've taken, the overall gist of it would be not that bad, I
think you're right. The overall gist, most people are nice.
Yeah.
You do have like the bad eggs. So I will have like 2 or 3 people in a 3-day trip that are like super nasty to me, or at least one of my crew members. But I mean, overall, if you think about like each flight has almost 200 people on it, and I get like 3 or 4 people in a 3-day trip, it's like super small.
Yeah, that's not that big. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Let me ask you some etiquette things.
Ooh, this is good.
So for flying, let
me get out my fingernail clippers and clip my fingernails while we're flying.
Yeah, please don't do that.
All over the table.
Well, I know better than that.
The table.
Also, no painting your nails. Stop painting your nails on the plane.
Yeah, it stinks.
It stinks.
That's a wild one.
stink.
Painting your nails.
So, and quit bringing a goddamn fish sandwich from home and then sticking up
the home fish sandwich.
Onions crazy.
You're like, you know what I'm going to eat? I'm going to eat a whole squid stew that I brought, and then I'm going to bring it out of my backpack.
Don't worry, guys. It's in a to-go cup. It's to-go squid.
And then I'm going to slurp my squid stew in a tiny cylinder.
You spill it. You set it under your chair and you spill it because you're taking it home. Don't do that anymore either. And look, and I'm talking to you, Tracy. No more, look, hey, I'm bringing home some cheesesteaks for the grandpa. No. No. Either grandpa goes to Philly or he doesn't get a Philly. You're like, hey, we're bringing home a deep dish for Sal. No, we're not.
It's not going to taste the same. It's all going to be all soggy.
You're not doing it.
Yeah.
You're
like you have to eat it at the store.
What's the one that they put the little French fries in a Portillo? Hey, I got a Portillo. It's got the fries. No, get out of here.
Soggy garbage.
You throw it in the trash.
Now
okay.
it's mush.
So, I had to say that.
So, Alex, I'm going to start with the basics. So, I'm getting on the plane. I got my carry-on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm heading towards my seat. And
bubble guts.
No. And I see open space in the overhead, before, now it's way before my seat. And I'm like, man, I'm just going to grab this open space because...
That's like 6 to 8 spaces away from my seat.
Yeah, because what if I get to my seat and it's all full back there?
And it will be because people that are 6 to 8 spaces in front of you have taken your space.
Yeah. So should I put my bag in an overhead that's way before where my seat is? How rude is it?
This is a great question.
Okay, not should I or should I? Just, is it rude? And will people, because all I care about is what other people think.
Start with question 1. How's this supposed to work? Like if there were a bunch of flight attendants that were flying somewhere, and you guys all were getting on the plane, where would you guys put your luggage?
We put our bag over our seat.
Okay.
But to your point, sometimes you make it to your row and all of the space is full. So ideally, if there is space before your seat, that's where you want to put your bag so you're not backtracking, right? And going behind your seat at the deplaning process, right? And getting your bag and then having to go past your seat just to leave the aircraft. So then I don't know. It just depends because if the space above your seat is full and you're seeing that, but where you are right now in the aisle before you make it to your seat has open space, go ahead and put your bag up.
All right, I knew it.
Where do you guys stand on quietly taking bag that's over my spot down and putting my bag there and leaving bag down? No, because I feel like sometimes I'm just like, why not? Like what? Like I'm not throwing it off of the onto the tarmac or anything. It's just like it's in the wrong spot. You can handle it.
It's first come first serve.
You cannot touch anybody else's bag.
Don't touch
Okay.
Okay.
Because they come to me and they're like, my bag was stolen. And then now I'm like, oh my gosh, this is huge. Like, what am I supposed to do with you now?
Well, you say, you obviously, if I was a flight, it'd be like, ma'am,
Stolen.
your bag isn't stolen. You're crazy. Go sit down.
Sit down and shut your mouth.
Take your GD Xanax and go to sleep like everybody else. That's all I want is for everybody to take drugs and go to sleep. Not too much because you're trying to open the door and have to hit you over the head.
Or you want to make sex with me. And I will not let you make sex with me.
Second question. I'm sitting there and I want a drink because I'm an alcoholic.
No.
So
I know exactly what you're going to say.
My instinct.
You're going to ask me, is press the button to get a drink.
So I know that I'm not supposed to press a button.
But can you turn your light off and on really fast?
Yeah. So now, okay, I have two choices.
What about your flashlight on your phone? You hold it up like, hey.
I'm not going to ever notice that.
All right. So how should a customer request a drink once you've already done the drink service and then you want another drink because you just...
well, have they put away the cart or is the cart still out?
Well, the cart is there. You can't put it away. There's nowhere to put it. It's there somewhere.
Sometimes they start putting all the drawers together. That thing gets smaller and smaller, and I'm like, where's the cart going?
Well,
That's so funny,
well, that's at the end. Obviously, that's too rude to request for a beer like half an hour before landing or something.
That's why they give you two.
But, okay, so let's just start from the beginning. Drink service starts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm needing it, all right? Because I'm my foot's tapping. My hands are shaking.
I'm doing it right now during the show. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. And then you finally get there, and then you're like, what would you like, sir? How many?
Well, first she'd address your wife, I think.
The wife and kids. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work?
What do you guys need? And then she starts talking to them, and then
Who gets
you
priority?
override them. You're like, Mick Ultra. Cold.
I'm ordering double jack. Oh, whatever the strongest.
Oh, you want to go?
Yeah. But going back to who do you address first? Is there a hierarchy of like aisle seat to window or window to aisle, anything like that, or you just look whoever's not asleep?
I personally go window to aisle because in my head I'll have it in order like that, and I like serving the window first, so I'm not reaching over your drink to give the window seat their drink.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
So I serve window to aisle usually.
And then if someone is sleeping, you don't disturb them, or like
I don't wake them up. But to your question, when you want another drink after the service, you can get up and come see us in the galley and not just ask for another drink.
There was this guy.
Okay, all right. So that's where you're, and you guys don't mind that. Yeah, okay, because I do that.
It's better than the light.
So you get up, you walk to the galley, and you're like, hey, ladies.
Yeah. Like,
Why don't you make yourself useful and give me another bomb?
So don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, yeah. Don't
because
say that. Okay,
sometimes
good.
your guys,
Yeah, you're talking about you're talking trash about some fat guy that just stunk up the bathroom or something, right? Yeah.
And I'm always interrupting a conversation because let's just say I've done this quite a few times where I do want another drink, and I know you guys are back there, and so I'll get up, I'll walk back there, and I do feel like an a-hole sometimes because like all of a sudden I'm like peeking my head because the bathrooms are there too, so they think I'm just going to the bathroom, but I'm like I need my booze. So then I go back there, and then it's usually two women and a gay guy talking.
Yeah. Black guy in a sweater.
Yeah.
Normally a little heavy set. He's a shaved head, one earring.
And then so I could just be like, hey, do you mind if I get another drink? And you guys are cool with that? How many can I order without it? Two. Only two. Right?
Two at a time.
Two at a time.
Okay. Two at a time. So I had one. I can get two.
Oh, I already ordered two. And they know it because they serviced it to me. So they're like two already or something like. And that leads me to my other question. Like, how prevalent is it to cut someone off? Because
great question.
I mean, once they had four, is that like, or does it depend on the person?
And I don't know
Depends
that.
on the person.
I don't know that equation either because there have been flight attendants. Man, stewardess is burned in my brain. I'm so sorry. Where you and I have the lady every time she'll walk past us, she'll hand us 4 beers. Because she knows, like, I don't know if we look like troublemakers or something. She's like, she'll walk by, she'll be like 4, and then walk by, and then a little bit later she'll walk by 4 more beers, and then walk by again. And I'm like, wow, thank you, lady. Like, really nice.
You could tell the people that are going to go and bother you later, so you might as well just handle it. Right?
That is true.
That was my question. So you
100%.
You're walking by, you're kind of surveying everything, getting everybody, but you know what's happening.
One thing about flight attendants is we are very aware of our surroundings.
Yeah.
So there isn't really like a published amount that we can or can't serve you. I think it just depends on how you're acting.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like how big you are. Like a bigger gentleman is going to be able to drink like way more than I could, if I'm sitting as a passenger on a plane. So, I mean, it just depends. And if you start acting a little squirrely, like you're cut off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what is
be on good behavior always helps, I'm sure.
What flights are there any flights that are better than others? Like I always, we always heard the urban legend of like that flight from LA to Vegas or like New York to Vegas is kind of like a party, especially going there. Like I've always heard as depressing on the way back.
Yeah.
Everybody's like hungover and sleeping on the way back, but going there, the vibe, because you got a lot of like bachelorette parties and bachelor parties and everybody's excited. So is that true where like certain flights to certain cities are more fun than others?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Fun for you, maybe not fun for us.
Okay. Because okay. All right.
I think about this too. This is how weird I am. I have thought about you guys, but I think about you like when bad things are happening in the world. Like being on a flight and the vibe of a flight, because just because they're in the air doesn't mean that the world slows down. So they could be like weird things happening in the world, and you still get to work and take care of people. And still
then everybody's nervous and paranoid and stuff.
So I mean, I'm sure whether it's a terror thing or whether it's or could be just something happening, like whether it's New Year's night or like the vibe is going to be, or the holidays. I'm sure anxiety level all throughout November to like maybe end of January, I'm sure your job is just maybe 5% harder or something, or more.
Or right now, where there's tons of canceled flights and everybody's irritated, and then people have been stuck in cities for could be over a day or days, and then they fly and you got to serve them, and they are mad as hell. Which it's funny. It's kind of funny being mad that they canceled your flight during like a crazy blizzard. Where they're
fly me through that. I'm your guy for this analogy because I'm scared to fly.
It's funny that people are like, what? And they're like,
I'm not that guy.
They're like, I wanted to force the fact of like flying through the most dangerous blizzard.
I've been on planes before where they're like, sorry, we got to get you another plane because this engine is broken. And I'm like, woohoo! And everybody else is like, bah, bah, bah. And I'm like, dude, you wanted us to try it?
Very interesting, right?
Yeah, I wanted them to announce, like, who wants to do a 50-50? And then see who volunteers for that. By the way, I'd volunteer. 52.5?
So we got you and what was your name? $100 dog guy.
And I'll ride in the luggage compartment.
Luggage Tom.
But
that's hilarious.
You've dealt with that where, like, you're a plane full of disgruntled passengers because they've been stuck because of weather and anomalies like that.
Yeah, totally. And I think I'm going to make this public service announcement. Your flight attendants are also annoyed and stressed and sad that we're either working into our off day because our flight, just like yours, got canceled yesterday. Or, like we've been on duty for 16 hours and we're just trying to go home. You've been sitting in the airport for 5 hours. Like we're all frustrated,
I think it would help the flight sometimes if they got on the speaker and said, like, hey, just want to let you guys know we are just like you, and this is not good. But I want to let you know I'm going to do my best to get those Modelo's up and down the aisle. I feel like everybody be like, oh, yeah, I need that's, an important thing to say.
It just takes a little bit of perspective sometimes,
Okay, let's rock it through some generics. The barf bag. How often have you ever seen in 9 years someone use the barf bag? Because I've never seen it.
I just use it for masturbating.
This is gonna blow your mind, but every single day.
Really?
I clean up.
He got that one wrong. You would have got that one wrong, right?
Yeah.
That was hurting you a little
every
bit.
Time you.
Every single day.
Every
she
time
leaned in to say every single day, which means it's.
I want everyone to know it's every single day.
That many people barf in the barf bag.
I'm sorry you have to see that every day. That's
or
gross.
Does not making it in the barf bag count? Because I clean up throw up every other day, but the barf bag is used every day.
My God, how many people?
So you haven't had a barf-free day in 8 years, or what? Yeah, you're always for life. I am very sorry.
Yeah. I would have not guessed that because I would have been like, nah.
Wait a minute. That's making me feel like the bathrooms are like people just go crazy. Is that true, or is it all right?
Yes.
Oh man,
really? People be pooping up the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would have guessed that. Because,
wait, are you one of those guys? I guessed that.
No. I've never done that in a plane. But
I've done it, but I've been clean because it's
but people have IBS craze like
I have IBS.
People have a lot of poop problems.
Hold on, that's not fair to those of us with IBS. Just because you have IBS doesn't mean it has to be IBS crazy.
Round them up,
build a wall.
Anyway, so I did not, and then let's talk about the safety briefing. Do you guys like?
I have to say something. I hate a funny safety briefing.
Right.
And that's coming from a funny person. I like being funny, but when you're giving me safety, I don't need you singing, I don't need you dancing, I don't need you smiling. I need real serious.
You're never going to use the damn information.
I don't care. I don't need that vibe. I don't need that vibe.
It also has changed. I remember when I was young.
I'm looking at you, virgin.
It used to be a lot more information and a lot more talking and stuff, and then now it's short and sweet, and they've kind of consolidated a lot. So, do you guys want to do that because to entertain yourself, or do you glad when someone else has to do it? How does that work?
No, I'm glad when someone else has to do it.
Okay.
I like if I had to. I mean, most of our planes have screens, so we show you a video. We don't have to do it. But if we are in a plane that doesn't have screens, I want to be the one that's reading the announcement. I do not want to be the one performing it.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd rather perform than read.
Oh, well, I can do the seatbelt.
Yeah. He's more of a you put the oxygen mask. Make sure you put the mask on yourself.
Yeah. And then I'm watching everybody not paying attention.
People on their phone.
I'm like,
well, they don't want to make eye contact with me. I don't want to make eye contact with them. It's all very uncomfortable.
I mean, the age-old airplane mode, right? I mean, you get asked that all the time. Alec Baldwin made it famous 20 years ago. for declining to turn off. He was like, what did he made a big stink about it, right? He was playing some game.
Oh, the airplane mode. Yeah.
And now I'm sure with Ryan Seacrest plugging Chumba Casino, I'm sure everybody on the airplane is.
I'll answer this. I'll let Alex not answer.
So she looks so relieved.
And you can tell me if I'm wrong. But I understand you got to toe the company line. But listen, your airplane mode will do nothing to the airplane's instruments, right? But I almost call them stewardesses.
But the stewardesses,
flight attendants, are trained and part of their job.
Delicate girl is
to tell everybody, and it's mandated from corporate to tell everybody, put your phone in airplane mode, because you can never be too safe. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's never going to do anything. And MythBusters went through this. I trust them with my life. And but when they tell you to put your airplane or your phone in airplane mode, just comply. And then when they walk by, put it back. You do whatever you want.
And once again, just to clarify, you're talking about the stewardesses.
Yeah, the flight attendants just say, "Oh yeah," and put it in airplane mode. And when they walk away, just put it back, and you're fine. Just comply when they ask you to.
Okay.
Don't be like, "Yeah, we don't need to do this. We know it doesn't matter." Right, Alex?
Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
Is he right?
Yeah.
I'm going to agree 100% with that last part of the statement. Last part only. The last part.
All right. Yeah, she only agreed with the last part.
Just do what I say.
Just do what she says.
Yeah. And then let's, before we
we are going to run out of time.
How often do you have to deal with, we see this on the news all the time, is the unruly passenger, the passenger that looks like they're going through some sort of...
Well, we had a food fight, last week? We had the guy that was throwing food.
Episode and stuff. And my first gut instinct, just like we talk about all this on the show, like we see these videos online and then we think it's happening way more than it is because we're seeing the craziest stuff on our media feed.
Yeah. So we saw the one I'm talking about, right? I don't even think it doesn't even seem real.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was a guy who started throwing food at another guy, and supposedly because the other passenger was, quote, flirting with his wife. And I'm like, this seems like some sort of like stupid YouTube prank or something, right? Like
it could have been.
It doesn't feel like it's even a real thing.
Because sometimes you have to remind yourself how many flights are flying around the world at all times. You never really see it or exposed to it. But when they had the Venezuela thing, they on the news or whatever they showed there all the flights that were diverted around Venezuela during that point in time. But then you see oh my God, there was an insane amount of flights going on at all times around the world, and there's apps you can find it out.
It's a little overwhelming on your phone. It's kind of scary when you look at it.
Even just to give our listeners an idea, in Atlanta.
Oh my God!
How many flights are going out every minute or every 10 seconds or something? It's just an insane amount, right?
I have no idea. A lot. Yeah.
I don't
know that. I don't know the stats.
I'll get you a number on that because that would be interesting.
But it's so astronomical that when you do see hey, this person tried to open the exit door or had to be detained or had to be pulled off.
It's so rare.
It's so rare, right? How many times have you experienced something extreme like that in 9 years?
On the plane, while we're in the air, I really just have people that are too intoxicated or maybe have mixed medications or something. Right. So they're doing something kind of strange. I've never had to subdue anyone or tackle anyone or
have the cops escort them out of the plane.
I have had that, on the ground. But usually before we take off. So, I've had to go back to the gate and have some people taken off before. But they weren't hitting me or anything. It wasn't
it wasn't as crazy. The videos we see online.
How many flights a day, Atlanta? What do you think?
Are what is the stat? Going out or coming in or all flights? All flights. God, a day. I remember they have the stats.
It may not be as many as you think. I don't want to overblow it, but
I'm going to go 3,500?
A little lower than that. 2,500 flights.
That's not as much as I thought.
2,500 flights a day, which is considered very high.
Yeah, but 2,500 flights every single day out of one airport.
Well, and also that's just an average.
Yeah.
That's the average. I mean, you could do...
December will be higher because of holidays.
Correct.
And then, January or February will be less.
But
there are some days that we just passed through that were probably nuts.
But there's also other giant hubs and then every other airport across the entire country every day. And it tens of thousands a day. You know what I'm saying? And then we see these situations and we're oh, that's happening all the time.
But what really fascinates me, and we get in here, I like those places you go to where they're that's the only flight out today. And I'm like, what do you mean the only flight out today? What is this, Bumpkinville? What only flight out?
A lot of airports.
Or
have
we
one
only
flight
they
out.
only go there twice a week. Twice a week.
So let's end with, and you not personally, but as a flight attendant, how much money can you make as a starting position, and then how much money is like really the tip top that you've seen in your in this business?
I don't really know the tip top, but I know that at 8-year pay, I made $110,000 last year.
What?
God damn.
I thought it was way less than that. You make as much as I do. What the hell?
Well done.
So
I thought you made like 75 grand.
Yeah. I thought she looked pretty relaxed. Yeah, you look great.
What the hell?
Hey, we're all stressed out making less of that.
maybe you should apply.
I could definitely clean up some barf. I'm a great barf cleaner.
Yeah, so that's pretty good with
real good.
with the benefit of flying anywhere you want, and but we got to deal with the pajamas.
Everyone in the chat room is sad. Everybody in the chat room is sad.
You got to deal with the pajamas and the throw up, and my God, the
putting my feet on the
10,000 alcoholics.
That's in my band. Natalie Merchant, 10,000 alcoholics.
And the pilots are those guys are making like $250 or something.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. What do the pilots make? Like $250 and above?
Oh my gosh, I had a pilot literally the other day. He was like, "Oh, they asked me to work an extra flight." And it just paid for my daughter's diabetes dog. And I'm like, what? One flight? Paid $20,000?
The plane flies itself!
You just killed
for
me.
a diabetes dog.
Yeah, it takes off and lands itself. What the hell are you doing?
They asked me to fly an extra flight. It paid for my daughter's diabetes dog.
Yeah, you just
actually happened to me.
You're just monitoring it. It's a damn flying computer.
Ironically, her dog's name is Sugar. Weird.
Well, Alex, thanks so much for doing a weird job Wednesday
that was
today.
a good one. Oh my God, you were so funny.
And I will be looking about becoming a flight attendant.
We'll see you in the skies.
I cannot become a pilot. I'm not smart enough. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, later, guys.
Bye, friends.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Joe from Fairville here. How you doing, Joe?
Good morning.
Dwayne is also here from Fairville. How you doing, Dwayne?
I am. How are you?
Good.
Fairville, I love that.
So we got Valentine's Day coming up.
Well, pause.
No.
Did you really just do that?
What? That's how you say it in Florida.
Okay, you know what? He may be correct. I just heard my business partner of nearly 20 years say, seriously, he's like, we got Valentine's coming up. There's a little
time, whatever.
It is Valentine's time.
I mean,
and I'm glad you guys are here. And you know what? I think for this show, we should call it Valentine's. I'm
I'm
okay
not
with
mad
that.
at it.
It's
It is
Valentine's.
Valentine's.
But here,
Tis the season.
pop quiz to both of you guys before we start talking about your event and how like our listeners and people can come and be a part of it. Do you know the number one holiday that men ask for butt time?
Yes, it is Valentine's Day.
She's close. It's
What?
It is Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day,
That is the
but
season when
but
that category goes up.
It ties with birthday. It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
If you
right.
don't get it, because the rule is, and it was kind of a trick question. The rule is, if you
Oh.
don't get it Valentine's Day, this is all according to ChatGPT and Google.
Okay.
Guys will circle back around to their birthday and be like, "How about now?"
That tracks.
Yeah.
But
That makes sense.
our category, that one specific 4-letter word category,
Yes.
literally spikes at Valentine's.
Does it really?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. So ChatGPT got that one right. That's accurate information.
Yeah,
It is.
That
yeah.
one is
source.
that one is
And
absolutely
then in
confirmed.
April, we actually swing around to steak and a
in
day.
a mouth time.
Yeah. I did that okay, right? I was like,
You were fine.
Say take it a BJ, you can say.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can say
No,
that.
it's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you say it.
Yeah, steak and a
I
beef.
don't know if you can.
But yeah,
what
but
I know,
we
Joe.
celebrate it in all floors at Fairville.
Talking about the warehouse place, right?
Yeah. So what do you guys have planned for?
Who is BJ? Why is he like cheeseburgers with giant knives stuck in the top of them?
and a Pazuki?
So,
Oh,
so
Delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
February 4th.
Such a dirty word, but it's so good.
It is.
February 4th is the party, though.
February 4th is the party.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So this is okay. Now let's walk me through this, Joe. An immersive Valentine's Day event.
Yeah.
Permission granted.
Yeah.
And it's called Red.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. All right. So
So it was so fun to have you guys at our last event, but this is nothing like we have ever done. Not that any of our team can place their finger on. It was like early 90s. We did something very similar when we did a Galleria, but not to this degree. So Red is your permission to explore the other side in a very classy, safe way.
hold on. What's the other side? Upside down.
The upside down. Barb's in there. Dead. He's laying in the pool.
You're breathing in the flakes.
My God.
Like you put a mask on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be down there.
You can't get past the front door ever.
He goes past the front door. He gets in there. There's a young boy with a penis-shaped haircut telling him he's gay.
And not one time they're swatting the flakes away from the mouth. And everybody would swat the flakes.
I would do that. I would swat the flakes.
You'd be like, cut
Get the flakes out of here. Yes. Sorry.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Okay, so what does this mean?
So fascinatingly, this is actually a very upscale event. This is black tie encouraged. Red is what we're suggesting.
Yeah,
everyone
black tie with
wear,
red accents.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you will be met at the front door with perhaps some mysterious characters that may not talk to you, but may give you grand instruction. You'll be presented a key, and that key is your permission to either allow yourself to be a participant in all things that you see, or hide your key, and that is also your permission to explore your voyeur side, or just take a look-see.
Interesting.
Oh my God, this is Eyes Wide Shut. I've always wanted to be a part of this.
This is Birdmask.
This is Birdmask.
This is Birdmask.
This is what I've always wanted.
This is Birdmask.
You have nailed it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So this is.
Yeah.
I should have done that a little better. That's Vince McMahon, and he's going to tell you about the XFL, but this time he's doing it. This is the new Fairville event. Birdmask. This is Birdmask.
Well,
What it is, Tom?
When
Are
you
you
see
ready
one
for
greeting you at
Birdmask?
the front door.
Are you ready for Birdmask, Tom? Can you handle it?
Okay, so.
Are you ready for the ornithology of Birdmask?
This is at the Megastore.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so.
Oh, man, I love the Megastore.
So
Last time we were there, though, holy smokes, some of the little cocktail thingies I was having.
Hey.
Something.
Well, we will have those as well. We will also have a sushi bar off of beautiful characters.
okay, you're having the female sushi bar?
Yeah.
I will have something for everyone.
I did that to Tiffany back in the day.
Come on.
I love bringing it up. She's a famous business owner now, and I love bringing it up. I'm like, hey, everybody, before she was a famous business owner, I put sushi all over her naked body. It's lovely.
Come on, why would you say
Yeah,
that?
and I ate the last piece, if you know what I mean.
So the fun part about this, and one of the reasons I brought Wayne, is because the VIP ticket, which you've experienced before, well, this one actually is your ticket, literally, to a micro dungeon experience.
Micro dungeon? Oh my God, that's the only dungeon I'm allowed in.
I got your perfect dungeon master. I got micro dungeon master.
I'm Micro Dan, and I'm the Micro Dan Dungeon Master.
You can give him a giant axe.
Yeah, and if you give me 2 weeks, I can talk really fast like the Micro Machine guy.
Well, good for us.
You're not going to believe it. It's Micro Dungeon. Come to Micro Dungeon. I'm going to whip your ass.
Good for us. VIP is already sold out.
It's sold out already?
It is literally sold out.
Even without the help of Micro Dungeon Master, they sold it out.
Damn.
Well, we got help because Secrets is actually bringing their fabulous Dungeon Master Silver, and they are bringing many of their big boy toys over, and we're creating our own experience. Now, certainly it's not going to be to the level with which you'll experience at Secrets.
Are they bringing one of those gas-powered weenie machines?
I don't think we have a weenie machine coming, but
You know what I'm talking about, the weenie machine.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I don't know, but I know what you're
Yeah. Oh, my God.
we did just give them one actually at Secrets, so they have one over there, but we're not bringing that to the
What's
party.
Tom and Dan got to do to get a weenie machine?
It's like George Clooney from not Dawn of the Dead.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. He's got the jackhammer and he's killing the vampires. Anyway, sorry. I don't know why I brought that up.
I think this guy wants a VIP ticket.
Everybody's got a kink.
Yeah, good Lord.
So
everyone does have a kink, and that's why I brought Wing, because he's a resident freaky DJ.
Would you guys be comfortable enough, since you're in that space, and you don't have to elaborate, but would you be comfortable sharing what your kink is?
I mean,
because I can tell you mine, and I'll start. Because I'm stuck, and he knows it. He can call it. You can call it. Go ahead, call it.
He likes massage.
I do. That dynamic of me being
you being massaged.
Yeah, I guess I like I'm very vulnerable there, right? Like I'm I'm naked to the world. And you're getting at me. I like that.
That's interesting because I thought at first, because you said that you like getting massaged, that you would be more of a top. But I guess the vulnerability makes you more of a bottom.
I have control issues, right?
You do?
No, I do. I do.
But they're released on the table,
like my
right?
fear of flying is deeply rooted in the ability for me not to control the plane.
Sure. Okay, yeah.
So based on that, what can we deduce from my wanting to give my power away?
So here's the question. Does the fact that you get on a plane turn you on? Because you've lost control.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
it doesn't.
It scares them so good.
So bottoming,
it scares me. You know what's interesting? It does scare my boner big.
There you go.
Made that up. No, it does not. I want to cry. I want to cry when I'm on a plane.
So okay,
yeah.
So if you like being massaged, and if that's a turn on for you, I think that's more of a top thing.
Okay.
Because bottoms are usually, not always, more of a service, not always service.
In your world, that's your world.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
How about you, T? You want to share?
Well, I'm more this is a new school category that's become popular that I can get behind. It's called free use.
That is not okay.
Well, they told me about it.
And I got you into that. Because I dabble in free use.
The female lawyer, does everybody see what's going on? Are they ignoring it, or do they understand? It's hard to tell.
The hardest one for me to power through, but I will, is stepdaughter comes to live with us. That one's hard, but I'll power through. For the sake of science, I'll power through.
It's a stepdaughter, not blood related.
Yeah, but the mom's in there. She's making a sandwich.
We took a turn.
Yeah. No, I mean, everybody's got a kink. That's what
they do, absolutely.
Everybody's
and
got a
that's
kink.
the fun part about this event, actually, is that, normally we set up vendor tables and games and things like that, right? Well, this is going to be very different because you get the opportunity to explore what your kinks may be.
Or not.
We're
making a lot of jokes, but we've been to these parties, and it's... The pressure there is zero.
Correct.
There's zero. There's none. It's literally you walk in, you have a good time.
Yeah. Yep.
If you weren't even, if you went there and just were not in the mood, maybe you are a person that's pretty spicy, but you just wanted to not participate that night. It's really all in your hands and all in your control.
1,000%. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just important to say that because I think I was pretty tired the last one I went to, but the people watching and the fun upstairs was just I got to throw panties down to people as prizes.
We will have our legendary panty drop.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, it's everybody's got a kink, and the other thing is that when you go to these places and you learn about these things, there are sometimes that you're just not going to know whether or not you're into it until you're actually there.
True.
There have been a number of times that I've been like, well, I guess I'm into that now. And that's,
And it ranges from, people are surprised. I love the fact that you brought up massage because my nails are some people have a kink about nails. Some people have a kink about kissing. Some people have a kink about looking, right? Yeah. There's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So this is a fun, no pressure opportunity for you to be in an illicit environment because Zwayne is in control of not the music. I'm not even calling it music this time, but it's sound.
Yeah.
So we're playing with all of your senses.
Yeah.
Les Vixens are back.
Oh, cool.
They are doing actually some fetish burlesque.
Yeah, they're great.
So you're going to see kind of the fringier side of what they bring to the table, which is spectacular.
Sensory deprivation.
Yeah, we have a little bit of that. We have a confession booth.
You know what I want to do?
Tell
I've
me.
seen it on Fear Factor.
Oh no!
I want to be
the new one with Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, I want to be ziplocked in one of those boner bags.
Oh yeah, I love a good boner bag.
Yeah, I knew you would. Can you, Joe? Can you get me and Tom and Zwain? I don't keep doing it. Yeah, I like Zwain. I'm capable around. Yeah, and we want 3 boner bags, and we want to be. I want to be hung and zipped.
Yeah, and we can get a kids one for Daniel. Save us money.
A micro dad.
Exactly. Like, you know the little ones that you have for your daughter. Like for instance, when you're making a lunch, you do the gallon size and you do the snack bag.
Yeah.
You just get a little snack bag.
I get it. I get it. With a vacuum.
Those are. I've heard a lot of fun.
Is it scary to be in there? Like, because it looks scary.
I'll ask her.
Talk about
I can break out of that.
I don't think you can. I think it's thick, and you're like,
I'll break out of it.
The next time I do it, I'll ask her if it's scary.
We have an amazing new MC who's going to walk you through the whole thing.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we're bringing in new voices, new faces.
So, let's imagine myself walking through this red party.
fair.
So I'm there, and first I bring my wife because you got to bring, a partner to trade with, or have.
What? No.
That's not.
Well, I'm just saying that. That is your rules.
You're giving a lot of misinformation here. Nobody is trading. You're not like this is not bargaining.
Wrong case.
No, I know that. I mean, Joe, I'm not talking about your rules. I'm talking about my rules that I live
Like
by.
that you negotiated with your partner.
Fair.
Yeah, sure.
we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm like,
Thank you.
You can't show up to the party with not even a
With not
genie
a
bottle
plan.
of wine or something.
There's a reason it says permission granted.
Yeah. I'm just saying, and then it's less awkward too when you show up with a, want to be by myself there and my body bag.
I just show up with my boner bag. You guys got a vacuum.
Hold on. For you, but let me tell you how empowering it is. And we have a lot of single females that come to these events and they come alone, dressed up, empowered to just experience what they want to experience with zero pressure to trade or swap or be anything other than what they want to be that night. So I do just want to make sure that couples can hear that this is a really empowering atmosphere, and feel free to come alone. Feel free.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and I've been to plenty of Fairvilla parties.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You walk.
You're old school.
Let's say you and I go together, so you are going to go alone. We go our separate ways because I'm like, hey, I got to get ready. I'm doing a tiny magician show here in a minute. And I go backstage to meet Zwain, and so we're going to set up some entertainment for people because Les Vixens are going to put me in there. I'm going to pop out of a hat. I'm just like a little rabbit, whatever.
Yeah, so then I go
Crosses rabbit.
because you guys always have drinks and
love
hors
that
d'oeuvres and things like that.
Not a bad idea.
At Fairvilla parties, so
Yes,
I grab my a glass of champagne and I'm like, and then I'm schmoozing around.
Yeah.
Is there have you found? I know this is kind of the first time you've ever done an event specifically like this, right?
Yeah.
So, do people graduate? Do they go upstairs? Is it a little more spicier, and downstairs is less?
I see what you're saying.
Do you think it's going to be like that, where it's kind of like the store, where it's like, hey, I'm going right to the back where the dog mask on.
I tried to buy him a pup mask when we were there.
He always goes to the pub with
And
a dog
I
mask.
always go right back there. I'm like, you need one of those for your outfit, and you don't want to do it.
Well, I don't think I think that the spicy is going to be well distributed throughout the location this time.
Yeah.
There are definitely, you tip your toe in as you walk through, right? You're going to be able to get in the mood using some products to actually set the tone and some magic chocolate and some things that can make you feel a little bit more relaxed before you go have a drink. You're going to experience some light play maybe that gets you a little titillated and more ready for the next one. So the spicier things will be happening upstairs.
I think you're already doing that to Tom.
What's a light
You
play?
activated
I don't
it.
know.
Everything you say, he's like, his head goes, like a bird's head goes up and down when you play like a song it likes?
Yeah.
You were doing that.
Because I don't understand. You see?
I feel like you're a cockatoo and I just put on Mariah Carey.
Because I hear words like light play. I'm like, what does that
Can
mean?
you give Tom an example of I think
You're
I know
brushing
what
my
you mean.
feet? Sure.
No, let's say you walk in and then one of the people that's like meandering offers you a cocktail and and then takes like a feather and just runs it down your arm.
That's a great example.
You know what? We're not talking about some lady grabs just start making out with it. We're talking about just like
nobody's
little things to set the permission granted. Little things to
if
set
you are wearing your key, someone might come by and give you a little, you know.
Yeah.
If you're not wearing your key, we're also going to honor that as well, because consent is absolutely part of sexual health in every level, no matter what it is.
Like they do this at Universal. You wear that stupid mask, or like the you wear like a lanyard that says, "Please don't scare me because I'll poop my pants."
I would wear that.
See those.
And I would wear that.
I'm mocking those people. It's like,
why you're here?
I paid $180 to wear this thing so everybody will know I poop my pants and you scare me. It's like,
that's why I don't go.
Hey, go to the Fairvilla event. And that's more your speed. And then so if you have your key out, it's game on. If you have your key maybe locked away, then everybody respects that. And they're not going to give you the feather arm.
I'll tell you this. This is a great place for somebody that like doesn't know or wants to know or is kind of curious about kink and BDSM and what all that entails. This is a great step to like just dip your foot in.
Or somebody who wants to pull out that leather outfit and never has a place to wear it.
Also,
this is a perfect spot to show off.
It's the full gambit of like experience and experience for
there you
kink.
go. And I also look at it like this: if you were ever curious about looking into that world, this is a perfect opportunity, because a lot of people from Secrets will be there. I mean, the last Fairvilla
They're very
party,
nice people too, sweet people.
Last Fairvilla party I went to, a lot of people were going to Secrets for that for the after party.
They have an after party. They have a Red after party as well. So your ticket to Red, which you'll receive at the door, will get you into Secrets free that night as well. So you can their dungeon is not generally open on Wednesdays. They're going to have opportunities for you to continue your exploration as far as you want to take it.
Yeah, we've actually had listeners that have told us that, after the Halloween party we went to, they were like, hey, I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to check it out. I could not convince my wife to do that, but this person is living the dream, and he is having a wonderful, he has a wonderful life, and I wish him the best.
And then he gave me some details, and I'm like, keep going.
It was.
Tell me slowly.
Yeah, it seemed like let's just say this, there were a lot of rides at Secrets that night. A lot of rides.
I do want to remind you, though, that this time, especially what happens at Fairvilla stays at Fairvilla.
Okay.
So if
it
you
always does. But just to reiterate.
And so just to,
the other thing, that's a big
how do people guarantee a spot to this party?
You don't.
Okay.
You don't. Registrations are, I believe it, this has been very exciting.
We're literally just here to brag.
General admission, we're getting close. Yeah, general admission is still definitely available. We encourage you to show up. Worst case scenario, we siphon through the numbers so everybody eventually is able to participate. Sometimes it just like at Universal, sometimes it just moves
they're going to make it happen.
Slower, right?
But Joe, let's just be honest with them. To make this easier on Joe and Zwane, register now so they can provide how many spots that they need.
Exactly.
She's going to try to accommodate you. Like, I don't think you're ever going to want to email about somebody and say, like, hey, I'm sorry, we can't do this.
And there's a bunch of specials, too. Everything in February, extra 10% off all sales items.
So this is Club F. This is just something, again, the fun part about our VIP experience, that is sold out. Unfortunately, that absolutely, no matter how much I love you and your mama and them, I don't have any more room. And we had to be really diligent about that because of the space that we're opening up, and we want people to enjoy that experience. So too many people would not let that happen. So we are maxed out when it comes to VIP. However, the general admission will have opportunity for everybody to kind of come through. There's great swag and things available. Of course, we always give stuff away. So I feel like there's something for everyone, and we definitely wouldn't close the doors. It'll be an exciting experience no matter what. You'll get a great show, opportunities to win free stuff, panties dropped on your head. It'll be exciting.
It's fun, At the very least, you get panties on your head. So, I mean,
who doesn't want panties on their head?
Good panties this time
clean,
too. Like
clean, brand new,
clean,
brand new panties.
And again, follow Fairvilla on all social media, fairvilla.com. Joe, Zwane, thanks so much for coming by.
You guys take care.
Thank you.
And any more information, just go to the website, fairvilla.com.
Which is new, by the way. I'm so excited. Got to brag on the team. Just launched like a week ago.
It looks great.
Please go to fairvilla.com. It is a brand new story, and we're so excited to tell it. So Fairvilla.com and Fairvilla University. They're brand new and out in the world right now.
Can I give you a huge compliment?
Please.
Imagine a business that when you go to their events tab, it's updated. Wow. Wow.
That's hard to do.
We can't do it.
It is hard to do.
Come on, we cannot do that, but Fairvilla can.
It is hard to do, yeah.
Well, next thing you know, you blink your eyes, 2 years have gone by. You're like, this goddamn thing's been up for years. Anyway, all right.
That's exactly what I said.
We will see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.